phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker on a very, very exciting day. We have got a big show in store for you today. I have to say this is one of those days where you will blink and you will miss out on some big deals. So don't blink. Just for the next 4 hours, prepare your eyes for no blinking. We have, it is fair to say, one of the most tremendous opportunities for anybody who would like to start jewel enamel or would like to continue their jewel enamel passion, because this is not no ordinary day. No way. We have got for you, oh yeah, take a breath, a Jewel Enamel Clearance Show. That's right. In the blue corner, we have got the amazing, the incredible, it's Liz. Hello. It's going to be a big show, Liz.
Yes, I think so.
This is going to be a very, very big show. It's clearance, but mega clearance. And that's see, when Liz came in this morning, Liz was excited, but when we told her just how extreme the prices were, I think Liz kind of got to the point where fragile.
Yes, I would say that's fair to say that.
It's fair to say that we are okay. So right now on our website there is a little sale going on. Yeah, it's quite a big sale actually. We've got sale offers. The jewel enamel is within, at times, within the clearance sale offer. We are going to take those clearance prices and go even lower. So this is extreme clearance. This is like clearance W. We are going extreme offers today on jewel enamel. So if you haven't got involved in it yet, this is going to be the day. If you have, this is going to be a day to add. And for me and my children and my nieces and nephews, I know they're going to be so excited because we are big jewel enamel fans. We are all loving it. So I know that this is going to be a big show for me as well. I've got my mobile all there, ready to go. I'll be buying, because these are clearance prices that I couldn't even get. I mean, just wouldn't even have a chance of getting these prices. So you know you've got a great show in store. Now, let me just give you a bit of a summary on some of the treats that we have in store for you before we get down to our very first offer of the day. I have got some extraordinary gemstones, not just jewel enamel is going to be in. I have got for you zircon, spinel, tanzanite and morganite today. That's like a week's worth of amazing gemstones in one. Now just take a look at this. I'll say the words again. Zircon, spinel, morganite and tanzanite. Now of those names I can tell you most of them will be going under £10.
Ooh.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I did. I so said that. Do you want to see the morganite? Let me show you. We are in utter love with this strand. It's perfect morganite. It is one of, and of course we are the owners here at the Genuine Gemstone Company of the world's largest faceted morganite. And when we have a passion for a gemstone where we own the largest in the world, then the biggest thing you've got to know is we're going to reflect that in giving you the chance to own our passion of a gemstone. And it's coming your way later on in the show, so that's your morganite drops. But in the meantime, let's crack on some amazing deals. It's Jewel Enamel. We are going to do some friendly plastic as well. We're going to hopefully bring them together, aren't we, today? Which is quite like a fusion.
Absolutely, in a different way to the way I've done it before as well.
Well, we wouldn't expect anything less from you, Liz. We just sort of, you always know it's going to be a great show when we've got Liz on, and I have no hesitation that this is going to be a fantastic one. Both Kim and I are quite astounded by how much we've got to fit in the show. So with that in mind, as I say, blinking is not allowed. So we're starting off, and you may notice just on the side of the screen there, where quite a few people going, where's the storage bag? We want the I'm quite excited. I think it's fair to say I'm quite excited about today's show. Yes, it's time for our early bird. Good morning. How are you feeling? Good. Doris is feeling well today, and she's feeling good. Come on. There. Yeah, Amelia's up for it today. I can see she's got all of the jigging going on there. She's feeling good. We have got for you an amazing opportunity. To start off, we're going to bring you our storage bag, one of the most popular items in our massive warehouse at the moment. Is this very product, because everybody's loving. I think it looks really good, and actually it's really practical as well. And I can see Liz has already got hers set up. She's got it up. It's really, really practical, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic, and it's got little handles and everything, but there's a nice big bucket area in the middle, and all the little bits around the edges, and little pockets as well to put stuff in. My danger is losing stuff in there, I think.
That's it. Yeah.
It's not a loo roll. That's my kitchen
best
roll.
To be prepared. Yeah. Wherever you go, gotta have it ready. You've actually got essentially a storage bag that is designed specifically for jewellery makers. It's not a bag that then has other purposes. This is a bag for jewellery makers. So it's got the size for your pliers. It's the perfect size. You know, the pockets perhaps for another person would be, you know, for another hobby or something would be larger. But these are actually designed specifically for your tools. These are designed to store what you need to store. So that's why this is such a great storage bag. Everybody loving it. However, the interesting thing is this is not just the storage bag. This is the ultimate enamel storage bag. I know, I feel like Mary Poppins. What's she gonna get out of the bag? Let's find out. I am gonna get out literally all you need in terms of ingredients for your jewel enamel. Now, let's just remind ourselves, and I'm going to say this several times during the show, but that's because we really need to highlight that the pricing on today's show for jewel enamel is not going to reflect the pricing of jewel enamel full stop. We already are incredibly competitive with jewel enamel anyway. You know, I often know that when we start to talk about this, you go, well, actually, jewel enamel comes in at around about £5 a pot, doesn't it? We standardly do £4 a pot. That's the Jewellery Maker trade price, £4. But not today. But let's just remind ourselves that these pots come in, if you're going elsewhere, most of the time they will be charging you £5 a pot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, £30. You could be paying elsewhere £30 for just the jewel enamel. Just the jewel enamel elsewhere, you could be paying £30. And of course you could do your research, because all you need to do is type in jewel enamel enter any search engine and have a look. That's it. It's as simple as that. You could be paying £30 elsewhere. £30, you could just buy those gorgeous colours for your jewel enamel, including you've got the diamond clear, you've got amethyst, fire opal, deep gold, jet, and you've got your purple sapphire as well. So you've got all of those colours. You're going to get as well your Angelina fibres, which are going to add, and we're going to work with these later on, aren't we?
We are, yes.
I'm going to show how it works.
I'm going to show you how to iron it together as well. Fingers crossed the iron works.
Didn't think that was going to happen in the first. Fingers crossed the ironworks was not a statement that I was expecting to hear this morning, but I'll hear it and I'll just go, oh yes, let's hope the iron works, Liz. So you've got 2 lots of Angelina fibres. Then on top of that, we're also going to give you these fantastic, now these fusible film are amazing, aren't they?
Yes. I use them with friendly plastic as well.
Cool. They are so cool. And I'll just get them out so you can see all the different variants that you get within this pack. So all of those. Again, we'll see how these work later on in the show. This is why it's the ultimate pack, because really we're going to show you everything in this storage bag. We're going to show you why they are so incredible for enamel in particular within the show. So once you get this pack, you'll then have a show that backs up everything in here, so you can get started into jewellery making and into jewel enamel making in particular. So you've got all your fusible film, not easy to say. Then on top of that, to finish it all off, you've got your jewel enamel DVD, and this is Liz giving you all of her amazing techniques, step-by-step instructions. I have to say, I was lucky enough to be the lady to present this alongside Liz, and this was the first time we'd ever met.
Yes, it
and
was.
I spent the time, and it was a genuine, wonderful time with Liz doing this DVD, and you will really enjoy the step-by-step tutorials with Liz. I have to say, I think you're one of the finest tutors to make it so easy and understandable. And it's one of the reasons that I've taken up jewel enamel, is because you made it, for me, a really an easy and yet really rewarding jewellery creation somebody like me is not naturally, I'm not confident when it comes to jewellery making, because I'm so very much aware of my lack of creativity, and yet jewel enamel is something that I feel that I can connect to because it's easy, and the DVD is what really inspired me to go, yeah, do you know what, I want to do this with my kids, but I also want to do this for myself. This is something that I can do, and that's me from a very probably quite fragile. I'm quite sensitive about the fact that I'm surrounded by people who are incredibly creative on a day-to-day basis. I spend my time being inspired by people. So for somebody like myself who has no kind of sense of creativity, I even stepped into this world and went, you know, I can do this. I think I could create this. And my kids and my niece and my nephews, they all know that you could go in and go, yeah, I can do this. You know, my nephew is 9, and we spent the other day, and he's going, right, Auntie Vicki, this is what we want to do. We want to do this, and we want to make it look like, oh, doesn't this look like amber? Because we used a bit of the clear and put a bit of gold in. And it was so exciting to see his creativity. And he totally got, and then I had a 5-year-old, my little daughter, she's got, Mummy, I want a butterfly. I want 2 colours on the butterfly, and it again was for her. I can do this, Mummy, we can do this together, and that's the lovely thing. And also, just like for kids and for me, there's no hanging around. The nicest part about it, it's in an instant. And literally, the kids were making it and going, can I have a look at it now? And I go, give it another minute. And then I'd go, oh no, yeah, you can do it now. It wasn't even a minute. It is so effective as for me, as an opportunity to create something totally different. And this is the way to do it. This is the way to get started. This is a really nice, and that DVD, I would say to you, is a little bit like the ultimate guide to getting started into jewel enamel. It's an hour of technique and step-by-step tutorial that will really make the ease of jewel enamel even easier. So it's going to be a big one, this one. I know this is going to be one of our big deals of the day, because it's going to be a big show anyway, but this is going to be one of our big deals of the day. You know that I think I've proved to you that I'm a jewel enamel convert. I think it's fair to say that I think you've already got the sense that I'm already sold on this product. I think it's amazing, and I think you'll agree with me. If you've already done it, you'll already be there. But you're also going to get this storage bag, and I know for a lot of people we're all looking for that. But this is the ultimate gift pack with your amazing Jewellery Maker storage bag. You are getting a jewel enamel bundle. Well, let's just face it, let's just go back to the fact if you bought all of these pots elsewhere, there's every chance that those pots alone would cost you £30. Elsewhere, you could expect for those pots alone to be £30. Or you come to us, you get the storage bag, you get the enamel, you get the film, you get the Angelina fibres, and you get the inspiration. You get an hour-long tutorial DVD, and you get it all for less than £30. £27.95. I think that really does sum up what the show is going to be about. It's about opportunity to get incredible deals, astounding deals, and I think on a day-to-day basis we do that anyway, but this is one of those extreme shows. This is the show that quite simply you won't forget. £27.95 from the storage bag to the 6 enamels, then you're getting the film, the Angelina fibres and the DVD. £27.95. I mean, actually, even if you just base this in terms of just getting the enamel, you're already looking at an incredible opportunity. But I know for a lot of people, that storage bag, everybody wants the storage bag, and I don't blame you. I think it's a really, really fabulous, funky. Actually, you could take your little picnic in there, couldn't you? You know, you could have your main picnic in there, and then I'll just have maybe a nice loaf. I was going to say a loaf of bread, but you know those little mini buns.
Yes. They'd struggle to fit in there. I think you'd squish them. Flatbreads, maybe.
Flatbread, lovely. Lovely. I'll go for that. Yes, my children would be very happy if I did that. You've got a fantastic, I'm going to call it a picnic bag from now on. This is my family's picnic bag.
I'm not coming on a picnic with you if that's for the family.
I could fit plenty in there, right?
You are Mary Poppins, yeah.
Yes, exactly. It is a bit of a Mary Poppins bag as well because it has so much storage. But it's a nice deep well, isn't it? Within, so you know, if you are like yourself, you know, you've got some big products like you know, your heating gun and things like the kitchen roll that you need as part of your utensils.
Yes. And
actually you need that size, but then to separate up, I can see that you've got all of your pliers, then you've got a little section for your awls, and then you've got your scissors, and then you've got a spoon.
All sorts of friendly plastic around the back.
Just a random, and then a spoon. When she's hungry. £27.95 is all you pay. This is Liz's storage bag that she's using, and as you can see there, really making the most of all those little sections. And one presumes that by having those little sections, it keeps you organised.
It does actually. And the nice thing is that because they're not too deep, things don't disappear completely and you can't find them.
Yes.
I like them to be able to stick out at the top so you can easily find them.
And that's how it's designed, and that's why I mean that is actually designed for jewellery makers.
Yes.
It's not like a bag that you've then just put Jewellery Maker on. It's actually been designed for jewellery makers so that the wells are the right size, and that, you know, the pockets are going to be accommodating to tools, etc.
Really sturdy, and it stays open. That's the other thing. It doesn't collapse like some of them. It stays open.
Yeah, it has that it's a really nice storage bag.
I think it is. Well, it's the first thing I spotted when I walked in the studio. I want one of those.
Exactly. £27.95 is all you're going to pay. 0800 644 655. You could join us at www.jewellerymaker.com. This is the ultimate enamel gift pack because you are getting the storage bag, 6 pots of enamel plus the fusible film, and you're getting Angelina fibres plus the DVD, all for £27.95. And putting that into relative terms, as I say, if you go to other places and other websites, there is every chance that you will find just one of those pots selling for £5. So that therefore means that you could actually expect to pay £30 for just those individual enamels together. So that's the kind of pricing that we do today. Of course, price comparisons, you've got 30 days to do a price comparison. I honestly do not believe that today there is anywhere else that can compete to the prices we're going to do on enamel. I really have got to say to you, I don't think anywhere else will possibly do what we're about to do. And if they do, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. But I can pretty much, based on the known, you know, the clearance price, you don't know our mega clearance pricing, but just based on the clearance prices, we're already quids in, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely. I think that bundle, if you had to buy them all individually, would probably be somewhere between £50 and £60.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Is that when you start to put that then together elsewhere, because we get used to our pricing as well, don't we? That's the hardest part about it. You just go, oh yeah, Jewellery Maker could do that. Let's not be complacent though. Let's just appreciate that. Yours for the taking. It is the way to begin. The way to begin. Our Jewel Enamel Clearance Show. I love those. I just love the iridescence about them.
You can use them on their own as well, and you could use them in paper crafting too. So don't think of them just with jewel enamels, but for any plastic, and you could probably use them with polymer clave, but on their own they're fantastic.
Yeah, aren't they? They're just really funky. Really funky. Okay, so those are going to come up later on, and Liz is going to show us how to use them and make the most of them in jewel enamel. So there's our little storage bag. I'll put that there, aka my picnic bag. And we're going to move to now then. Liz had a little bit of a trembling moment today. She's fragile about the prices, and then she's fragile about one thing. Never before have we challenged Liz. She went, I don't do challenges until today. We have challenged this. And can you hear the little giggle in the background? Literally, she's just got a nervous giggle. Like a nervous giggle, it is. It's really funny. It's really funny that you're nervous. I mean that. But we are going to give you a challenge. But it's a nice challenge.
Yes.
Let's face it.
It is actually. It's not something to panic about.
Exactly. In fact, it's the exact opposite, because the results of what you potentially could make is actually something really funky, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's why this is going to be Liz's challenge today. Now, Liz's challenge is, as you can see, a fantastic bundle. I need that.
Yes.
Everybody
needs that.
So handy.
Yes.
And I mean, I know it looks a lot, but the clear enamel just has so much potential. So many different diverse. I mean, the kids and I actually we went into the garden and picked little bits and pieces out of the garden, and we set them into little pendants and key rings. And I just thought it's just a really nice way to just capture something in the moment. But it's just going to go so far and make a big difference, isn't it?
If you're into jewel enamels, you have to have diamond clear. It extends the possibilities enormously.
And that's what we're going to find out right now with the challenge. So you're going to get huge pot that you have here. Then on top of that, how much is it actually? What is it's a huge pot, but what size is it? 150 grams. Okay, 150 grams of your jewel enamel. Kim says when she made this bundle and set the price, she genuinely thought that was the smaller pot.
Really?
So she set the price
thinking
it was the smaller pot rather than the she just did quite a big gulp.
There's 5 times more jewel enamels in that pot than the regular size pot.
Kim says stop talking now, because she's already set the price. She's already set the price, and it's not what it should be, I think, is what Kim's feeling. I shan't mention, but all I'll say is Kim has gone quite quiet. For Kim to go quiet, that's saying something. Helping hands. The helping hands, this is a fantastic tool. It really makes a difference to anybody who's doing detailed jewellery making. And again, if you just need an extra pair of hands, that's as simple as it is what it is. Plus it comes with a little magnifying glass as well, so it means that you can get a little bit more attention to detail. You know, perhaps if you're struggling with doing a small piece. I have to say that there's many of our guest designers, our Hannah Rocks, I know Debs uses it lots. Anybody who does, quite multitasking designs, helping hands really goes a long way. So that's your helping hands. Then on top of that, we're going to give you the mould, and it's a heart-shaped mould, and we're also going to give you your Stellar Flash. Now, Stellar Flash is effectively little tiny pieces that look like almost snow, but they are iridescent. And again, so much in a pot, going to go so far, so far. So that is where we could stop, but we don't, because we're going to give you one more deal. As part of this bundle, you are also going to get yourself 1mm gauge gold coloured wire. It is 10 meters in total. So the whole thought was, and this was Kim doing her thinking, Kim, my producer, doing proper thinking. She was saying she was putting this together for us to create an amazing opal effect ring.
Okay.
That was her thinking.
Yes. We can try.
We could go for it.
Yes,
we can give it
absolutely.
But I like the thinking because, of course, you need the wire for the shank. You then need a mould for the centerpiece. You need that stellar flash to create the opalescence, the helping hands to keep it in place, and you've got the diamond clear. So you've got everything to make your own opal effect ring. We do have some photographs. I think it's our Hannah Ox who's been making some lovely pieces just like that. Oh, you can see there we did that in a masterclass, and those were the creations. So the interesting thing is that photograph does it no justice, because it's actually, opals are all about movement, and you just want that movement. So get a bit like the stellar flash.
Yes.
You get that sparkle when you've got movement. So let's find out what we can do on this fantastic challenge for Liz. You should be paying almost £33. Should be paying almost £33, and let's not underestimate the size of that pot, Kim. Kim set the price tag thinking that this pot was actually the small pot. Now, Liz has just said you're actually getting 5 times the small pot within that big one. Kim has set the price on this being the small pot. You should be paying over £33, pretty much £33, beg your pardon. The price you're actually paying is £21.95. Everything here for £21.95. We'll just quickly show you the helping hands out there so you can see how it looks. £21.95. Such an essential tool, not just for jewel enamel, but for a variety of different techniques. It's such a great addition to your jewellery making. £21.95 is all you pay. Jewel enamel. Now, if you're watching, go, what is jewel enamel? What exactly does it do? You know, what's this granular formula? Where does it then turn? What jewellery does it turn into? We're going to show you that now, because Liz is going to actually, you're going to do the challenge straight away.
I am, yes.
We're not going to let you hold on, or, you know,
we're not going to mess around. We'll just do it.
That's it.
Get it over with. I think that's the thing.
That's it. Let's just do it. Now then, one of the things that I guess we have to acknowledge is that you're using a melting pot.
Yes.
We will give you the chance to own the melting pot later on, but we just wanted to show you just how effective jewel enamel is straight away. For those of you who are watching for the first time, or perhaps maybe you've seen jewel enamel in the past, but you want to see just how incredible it is with of course our master. I think we might call you the master.
Yes, rather than the mistress. I prefer that.
You're the master.
Yes.
Yeah, you are my master.
That's right.
Wipe on, wipe off. So we are going to show you how to create your own look from jewel enamel, and we're going to go for an opal style look.
Yes, we are. Yes, I think so.
Go for it.
Shall we go for it? Okay.
Yes.
Just so you know, the melting pot, I'm going to explain that just briefly. It has a sliding scale for temperature, and at the top end,
I just need to pull this in a little bit, just so we've got it.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
it's all right.
sorry.
There we go. Perfect.
Yes. Okay, so you can see the sliding scale there, and at the top end it says UTEE, ultra thick embossing enamel, and that's where you need to set it at.
Right.
The light there tells you that it's heating.
Yep.
And the light there tells you that it's on.
Yep.
That is jolly hot.
Yes.
Okay, so that's where the jewel enamels are going to go. What I'm going to, before I put any jewel enamels in there, I just want to tell you that I have prepared my ring.
Nice. And that's just the simple, you've done 3 shank
yes,
wiring.
I have.
So it's your 3 shanks,
Twisted
and
it
then you've done a nice simple twist.
Yes.
And that's with the 1mm gauge wire that you get within this bundle.
And that is so soft, actually. I was so surprised, because
Really
that's
nice
much
and malleable,
softer than
isn't it?
the stuff I work with normally. So you don't hardly need pliers sometimes for
Yeah,
that.
it's just nice and malleable.
Yes, okay.
It's probably quite warm as well in the studio, so
Yes.
that probably helps its malleability.
Okay, we've also got the mould. I'm going to move that to just so that it's there. That's the mould.
Yes.
And while I'm going to position everything, but first of all I'm just going to put some jewel enamels
Now,
in
for
here.
those of you who've not seen this before, we will just show you. It's granular formula.
Yes. See? Spoon, yes.
That's where you got the spoon.
Yeah.
Not for your breakfast.
Yeah. So, yes, it's thicker. You know the normal embossing powder that you might use if you were making cards?
Yeah.
It's the same sort of stuff, but it's thicker.
Okay.
So it'll go further. If you try and use the stuff that you use for making cards, you'll use the whole pot and have virtually nothing.
Nothing.
And
Okay.
that's expensive. Okay. So I'm going to sprinkle it in here. And I'm going to make sure I've got enough in there, more than I need for the mould. Oh, sorry, there's a bit of
My
thread.
kids just love this point.
Yeah,
They
so
just
watching it.
love this bit.
Yes.
And actually, when they first saw it, I think, well, I did it exactly the same. I mean, they just were fascinated.
What I'm going to do is also set up my helping hands, just so that I know that I'm going to be able to position this in the right place.
Okay.
Okay, so that's about right. So I can move that to one side. Does that make sense?
Yes, oh, absolutely.
Because if you don't do that first, and you're faffing around once you've poured, it can go hard before you can get the ring in. So that's it's much easier to do it first.
Okay.
Set it up first.
That's
okay. You also have with your melting pot, you have one of these silicone spatulas. Okay, that's all you're going to use to touch in here with.
Yes.
Don't put any metal implements in here because it will scratch the surface.
Yes.
Okay, can you see it begins to melt?
And you actually put a decent amount in there, haven't you?
I have, because it's much easier, particularly when you begin, and if you're doing a single colour, to put more in the pot than you need because it makes pouring much easier.
Okay, I do.
But as soon as this is melted, I'm just going to sprinkle in some of the Stellar Flash.
So you're going to put the Stellar Flash in first, are you?
I am, because
Okay.
you'll see it change in the pot. The heating element is sort of in the middle there.
Yes.
And I'm going to put some in.
Ooh.
Don't need much. I think I've had that pot on the go for ever since I started doing it for Jewellery Maker.
Oh, really?
You don't need much.
Go on and on, yes.
Okay, and I'm going to just stir that in a little. Be careful when you stir that you don't introduce bubbles.
Okay.
If you can avoid doing that. Now I'm going to have to bring my arm round because I'm left-handed. I mean right-handed. I need my left hand to hold this. Okay.
Oh, look, I can already see it's going to look gorgeous.
And get your melting pot close to what you're doing and pour it in. This is quite a big mould, so it can take quite a reasonable amount. Okay, don't worry about any drips. Then I'm going to bring my third hand, or whatever you call it, helping hands down, and I'm going to push it in. And sometimes I find it useful because I want it to just go in without being too big. You're going to see this spiral in the base of here. So if you've done a neat one, it's better. So if you're somebody like Laura, you'll have done an absolutely immaculate.
Absolutely.
Yes, whereas it's me, and it'll be a little bit wonky. That's all right. So that needs to just stay there. It won't take long, although it's quite warm in the studio. So, and then it should stay in there.
And that's it. You're literally there. And as soon as that's set, and for those of you who are watching for the first time, setting, it is, to my experience of this, it literally is in a minute.
Yes.
And you've got something, it might still be warm in a minute, but it has got its solid form.
Absolutely.
You know.
And you know the other thing you can put in there is chopped up bits of Angelina fibres and the Crystallina fibres and also the fusible film.
Okay.
And that is beautiful because you get colour, different colours, because the Stellar Flash is just this beautiful crystal iridescence.
Yes.
Whereas obviously with the Angelina and Crystallina fusible film, it comes in loads of colours. And
Absolutely.
if it changes with the heat, so it's exciting.
It is exciting,
So
isn't it?
I'm going to see whether I can take that off there. Move that to one side. And out it comes. Okay, and at the moment, it's looking sort of cloudy.
Yep.
Okay, but what we'll do is we're going
Not for long.
No, and this is where the helping hands are actually really quite useful because you can do that. Which means when I take my heat gun, try not to pull anything else off there, I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to heat polish it.
Yes.
And the magic happens then.
Can I just turn it a little bit to the camera?
Can you see that bit better?
I do that.
Yeah. Can you see it suddenly go all shiny? I'm going to rely on the camera there because I can't see it now. So there. It's yellow in this light, isn't it? But if you move it, you see the flashes in there.
And it just stays that like now, isn't it? Once you've given it that polished finish,
yes,
that's how it stays.
Absolutely. And what you could also do if you wanted to, I mean, use coloured wire or colour your wire with a permanent pen. You know, there's the ring on the top, you could colour that with a permanent pen so you'd have a colour in there as well. So
that'd be cool.
Really, just really simple ways of doing things.
Me, me, me.
Is it just check it's not too warm still, because don't put it on your finger and burn yourself.
How's that? Look at that. How cool is that?
Does that satisfy the challenge, do you think?
I think that definitely satisfies the challenge. Girls, are we happy that that satisfies the challenge? Have we got an Opal? Are we happy with that? We're definitely happy with that. That is just a funky ring. And actually, the nice thing is that you've done a couple for us already.
I have, yes.
To just show us the different potential of the. Look at that. Both of those.
With the same mould, but I've used some of the blue colours and with diamond clear in there, and there's also chopped up Angelina fibres in the blue one, so that you get some real sense of depth. Can you see the bits?
Yeah.
And I sprinkle tiny amounts of gold on the surface after I've done it.
That's what my nephew loved doing.
Yeah,
he just
tiny
liked,
bits.
and then a little bit of a heat gun, so like kind of it didn't go inside, it just almost sat on the top.
Well, we might try that when we do the next demo, and I'll show you what we.
Yeah. Oh, I know I'm going to love to do it. £21.95. This is your Opal Effect Ring Essential Collection. It came with the larger, that's 150 grams of your clear enamel. Then on top of that, it comes with the heart-shaped mould, the Stellar Flash, you've got the Helping Hands tool, and you get 10 metres of your 1mm gauge wire. All together for £21.95. Price tag should have been closer to £33. So you got a great offer there. And right there, melting pot. Melting pot.
Behind you.
Melting pot. Got it. Here's the one I made earlier. Now, I will say to you, if you are wanting to get started into jewel enamel, this really is the essential.
It is. You can sort of try with a pan on a griddle, but it's really messy and it's really tricky because it's hot, really hot.
Yeah.
So this is excellent.
Designed for purpose,
It is, because it's got handles. It is designed for, and you can use this for other things, of course.
Now, I could tell you, this was launched.
Yes, we did, yes.
And when it was launched, it was a really good price tag, because I remember we did price research and we said, let's make sure we are the competitor, we did the price. When we launched this, we launched it at £38.95. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
£38.95. Can I say that one no more time? £38.95. And that was one of the most competitive prices around. We did drop the price to £29.95.
Which is shocking.
It is shocking.
Yes, it is. Makes it ever so affordable.
But we're not even stopping there. And we are now going to honour the lowest ever price of £24.95.
That is crazy. Honestly, that is crazy, because that is almost a trade price.
I think it's fair to say that's almost that we can't buy it at that price.
Yes, that's exactly right.
That's as close as we are there.
I don't think I can buy it at that price.
Yeah, and you're the lady who could get anything. She's the master. Literally, she can just make jewel enamel happen. £24.95 is all you pay. And I will say to you categorically, the only reason that we're doing this price tag today is because we're doing a jewel enamel clearance show. This is not going to be the price that we can always honour. At £24.95, quite simply, we're at that point where we can almost not buy it for the price that you're getting it for. So in many ways, this is just our gesture of saying, if you want to get started into jewel enamel, we're giving you the tool of the trade for a rock bottom, probably even better than trade price.
It's a fantastic price.
£24.95.
You know, and if you bought that from somewhere else, you'd have to pay postage, and a lot of postage, because it's quite heavy.
Yes, exactly. And with our P&P, you pay it once for £2.95, and you can add as many times as you like. So if you're going to order today, you may as well order the big and the small.
I'd get two, you know. I would, because I'd have one for friendly plastic, and I'd have one for jewel enamels, and then you can do things at the same time.
Oh, so then you can really fuse them.
Yeah, because you can have hot water in one and jewel enamels in the other.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, it would be fantastic.
So if you've already got one,
you need another.
And you may as well. And as I say, when we did launch this, we were very specific, actually, and the pricing was really strategic. And I may as well tell you, we went in for the kill. And when we launched this, we went, we're going to go and literally hammer competitors, and we took it to low price. £38.95 is where we took it to within that basis. Yes. And now we're at £24.95. So that's just an exceptional deal today. £24.95. 5p is all you pay. If you want to join us, 0800 644 655, or you could join us at www.jewellerymaker.com. I can tell you now that half the stock has already been allocated on that, and I do believe that will be a sellout of the melting pot before the end of the show. So if you're going to get the melting pot, I'd pick up the phone now. I wouldn't hold on and go, oh, I'll do that when I make a next order, because if you do that, there's every chance. So there you go. And Kim's actually saying that another quarter of the stock's gone, so it looks like I've only got a quarter of the stock left for $24.95. That's how quick it's going right now. So it's a go if you want that that price tag. Launched at $38.95, and that was incredibly competitive, and now you've got it for $24.95. These really are Jewel Enamel extreme clearance deals. And the extremities are going to be reached. We're going to be like a Munsden going to the South Pole. Our extremities are going to be really...
I do like your analogies.
Thank you. You're like, who? Munsden? We're going what? Exactly. Well, you can't say Scott, because obviously he, things that happened for Scott, we're not so. But we're a Munsden.
And they lost some of their extremities as well.
Sadly, they did. Yes.
But you're not going to lose extremities when you go for this, though.
What an odd conversation we just had there, Liz. I actually went to Scott's Hut when I was in Antarctica. I went into Scott's Hut, and on the table in Scott's Hut itself, in the South Pole, on their table, because obviously when they left on their expedition they believed that they were coming back. On their table, which is still preserved, is an emperor penguin.
Oh my goodness.
Extraordinary. It's an amazing. And then there's little, in their little kitchen area, there's like Tate and Lyle syrup and things like that on the shelves, and outside there's like piles of blubber that obviously they were using as fat storage, things like that. And it's all there preserved in that moment, and you can walk in and you can actually, and their shoes and everything, it's all there, their bunk beds. It's amazing.
Goodness.
I just thought I'd tell you. It's one of the most extraordinary things I've ever experienced in my life when you walk in. Amazing. Sorry, I was too busy talking about the South Pole. I was right there in the moment. I was there in Scott's Hut. I was like back on my expedition, walking through the South. That actually, I forgot to give you the heat mat.
Oh, yes.
Shall we go this way, Tom?
If you like.
I'm going to stay with Liz, am I? Liz, shall I stay with you?
If you like.
Oh, all right then, with a Punch and Judy. We're going to give you the heat mat right now. Okay, I bought this because you told me to.
Yes,
and I was thinking, do I really need this? Do I? Oh my gosh, I do.
Yes.
Like, this would be as essential as that to
me. It is, yes.
And you said, because I said, do I really need that? When I was buying it, do I really need it? Yes, you said, and I'm so pleased I did.
Yes.
So beyond pleased, because actually one of the best things about the jewel enamel is that anything you have left, right, any of that residue, it can be used again. Right, it's all recyclable. You're not going to lose out on any of the jewel enamel. So you can see there that Liz has got a little bit of residue from the first technique, but we'll just watch what she's doing. All she's doing is then pouring it onto the heat mat. So you don't need to put it anywhere other than onto the heat mat. It then sets in a couple of seconds, and you've got yourself, whatever you need to do with it. I did what you said, make a little pot
and put them all in.
That's it.
Yes, that's right. Because it just comes away from there. That one will just take a moment longer, but it just comes away, and it comes away from your tools as well. So it keeps your tools clean. And
this heat mat just makes life easier, doesn't it?
Oh, most definitely. And I use it with friendly plastic. You can use it with polymer clay if you're painting, because everything comes off. Alcohol inks and things, just wipe it off with a little bit of
so it's not
solution.
just a heat mat, it's actually heat and...
Yes, it's a non-stick surface, and it's really good, and it's big enough to cut yourself a little strip off the side, so you can have project sheets, which are really handy. So when you're working on something, you can do it on there, and then you can put that to one side and have another one.
And then continue.
Yes. So you're not sitting there waiting for that to... I should have poured that on here, shouldn't I?
I've not done that yet.
Have you not?
No, I need to though.
Well, you could get another one.
It is a big one though, isn't it? Yes, I could actually.
Yes.
Look.
It is big. Actually, it's the biggest one I've seen. And extremely good value because it's really thick. A lot of them are thin and flimsy and leave a mark on, they've got a real texture to them. But these are really glossy.
But you, when we first got Jewel Enamel, and obviously we met you, we essentially bought what you told us to get.
Yes.
Didn't we?
Yes.
I mean, we didn't go, well, we'll find a cheaper alternative, we'll make it flimsy. You actually said, I think you should get.
Yes.
And we went, that's what we'll buy then.
Absolutely. And this is really good.
And you basically said, get something as thick as you possibly can, because that will make the difference. And that's something that I think we always say, if we've got somebody who is an expert and they're saying to us, buy this, then why would you not? If somebody's telling you this is the best, you wouldn't go to Leonardo da Vinci and say, now then, what paints do you want me to use? And he'll tell you a brand of paint, and then you go off and buy the cheaper version, because Leonardo, he's an expert. You'd just trust him, wouldn't you?
You do, yes. And honestly, that is not a wasted investment at all. It really is extremely useful.
That says price slash. What, sorry?
She's talking to you.
Yes, she is. She's talking to me in a very quiet way, because I know that she's quite fearful of some of the prices that she's doing today.
Wow, okay.
Just a little bit nervous. And now Kim doesn't get nervous, but because this is quite extreme price dropping.
Yes.
There is just a little bit of an advantage. I'd probably just turn her up a little bit, actually. I never normally do that, turn her off. Price slash. Now, normal pricing on this is $9.95. That's the price tag you should expect to pay for this super deluxe heat mat. It's 500 by 400 millimetre in size. And as Liz has already said, for size, of course, you can always cut some off to then be able to facilitate different projects. And on top of that, it is protecting surfaces. There's no point saying enamel gets very hot.
Oh, it does, extremely hot.
You need a heat protected surface.
You do. I mean, I still have underneath here, it's an bit of MDF. Just
I use my glass.
Yes, because the heat will still go through to a certain extent, but because it's not really, really thick and absorb all the heat, but it does take away some of it. But most of all, it's a non-stick surface where the jewel enamels come off. So the blob I put on there has just come off, and that I will now put in my little gas
storage
pot.
box.
Yes, that's right.
Right
for
then,
reuse.
the price it should be, and the price that we can justify, no problem. $9.95, but of course with all of the price slashes that are going on today, all of the clearance offers, it's $9.95 dropping to $7.95. Great deal, because $9.95 is already good.
That is good. It is extremely good already at $9.95. Yes.
And actually, you said earlier on, this is not just for jewel enamel. The nicest part about this is that with these types of products, like the jewel enamel is great with the melting pot, but so is the friendly plastic.
Yes.
You can use it for a variety. You can heat up a bit of polymer clay, etc. So it's got
you probably use it with silver clay as well, and things like
probably.
that. Yes, I know you can get ones for the kitchen that you think, oh, they're inexpensive, I can get those from the supermarket, but they're thin and they've got a real texture to them, and that's not so good, because when you're working with friendly plastic and other things, it really picks up the texture of whatever surface you're putting it on. But this is glossy.
Designed for purpose.
Yes.
And if you're going to do something, do it properly. And you've certainly got the quality. And I always think with quality tools, you're going to get a quality output.
Yes.
You're not
fighting
for like,
your
isn't
tools. That's the thing.
Exactly.
They're working with you rather than against you.
Absolutely. £7.95 is all you're going to pay. It is your super deluxe heat mat, and it's yours for the taking for a clearance, and it is a price slash only that we can honour for today. I cannot guarantee this price tag any other time than now. I have to say that specifically because obviously these are deals that are quite extreme deals that we can't always guarantee. Now then, where should we go to? What should we do? Shall we go to the kit? Now, let's end. We're going to come to Liz throughout the show, because this is, it's effectively Liz's show, to be honest. This is all about getting involved in jewel enamel, friendly plastic as well. But a couple of times we'll head into the wonderful world of gemstones and some different offers, because don't forget... Oh, really? So Kim's just said that we've had a few people texting in from what I said earlier on. Can I just highlight here? I did say less than £10. I know I said that. Okay, I know I said spinel, and I know I said tanzanite, and I said zircon. I tell you what, let me do this, and let me just show you all of these strands. Every single one of them is going to go to less than £10 on this stand. Tanzanite, zircon, topaz, spinel, all going to less than £10 today. if that wasn't enough, how about morganite? This is a gemstone that our company pretty much prides itself on being the ultimate location to buy from. We have the largest faceted morganite in the world in our museum. If you get the chance to come on one of our workshops or on our Sunday experiences, we'll be able to show you that in our museum. But I certainly wouldn't want you to lose out on the chance to get the gemstone probably we were most passionate about, the gemstone that really is probably our talisman for our company, and it's yours for the taking. Morganite for just, well, let's face it, it's an extreme show. It's going to be an extreme price. Very exciting. Right then, where should we go? Let's go to this kit. Let's go for, ooh, that's nice. Oh, let's get this out, because these are these are the inspiration. These are the inspiration to this bundle. They are lovely. Oh, you can imagine working with jewel enamel alongside these. You want to see them, don't you? This is actually, look at those.
They're gorgeous. They're absolutely
beautiful. You could use those alongside the jewel enamel.
You could, and with friendly plastic too. Or they're just gorgeous. And I love the fact that they're not the same.
No. That's the lovely thing. They've all got their own individual print.
And on
both sides.
They're gorgeous. Gypsy.
Yeah, that's like Gypsy Rosalie, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, it has got that really. Oh, I really like, almost like kimono as well, isn't it? Kimono style type of detailing. Ah, beautiful, beautiful gems. I think out of all of the patterns and prints that we've had from our shelf, I think this might be the nicest for me, like more aesthetics. I quite like the blues and the whites. You know, we had some nice like porcelain-like ones. Is it alabaster that's blue and white? No, that's not the right word, is it?
You're thinking of Delft?
Yes. Oh. That's it, exactly
That's an old mug.
That's a mug?
Yeah, that I smashed up.
Liz has got a necklace on right now and you're going to see it. What? That's a smashed up mug?
A mug, yes. Smashed up and then with friendly plastic around the edges. So
that's too cool. So if you had like a memento that's like okay.
Yes.
Liz, if I gave you something, right, that's really, really special to me that got smashed, and I am beyond devastated, and it's one of those things that I thought, my nana had this jug. If I talk about my nana at the moment, I'll probably cry, but my nana had this jug, and I thought to myself, well, this jug just tells me this is my nana. And so part of me said, it's a jug that I really treasure, but I may as well have it out and enjoy seeing it, otherwise I'm going to put it in a cupboard, I'll protect it, but I'll never see it, and that's not what Nana was about to me. She was there and she's part of me. So I left this jug, and obviously, unfortunately, it's got smashed. Oh. So if I had something like that, could we do something to, like, you know, maybe preserve Nana's...
We could make some jewellery out of it if you want.
Could we do that?
You could wear.
Please, can we do that?
Yes, definitely.
Can we do it for my mum and my sister as well?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, my mum would say, oh, that's so good. Okay, that's brilliant. We need to talk about friendly plastic later on then, and we need to, we need to arrange a time so I can do that, because that's just made my day. Okay, brilliant, exciting, and that's the thing about jewellery. I don't think there's any boundaries, is there? You know, the nicest thing about it is if you open your mind, you can do anything with it.
I think
and that
so.
literally means that you can choose any memento, anything that has some kind of symbolism to you, and you can make it into something that you can wear. And wearing it means that it's closer to you, and
exactly,
you can cherish it.
It's very personal then. And I think the other thing is you've got to look outside jewellery making for inspiration sometimes. You have to look at other things, and it could be scrapbooking or journaling or architecture or sculpture, and you'll find shapes and combinations of things and designs that you can translate into jewellery. It really opens your eyes and takes you to a different place with your jewellery making.
Yeah, it's almost challenging yourself as well. Think outside of the box, because there really is no right and wrong. There really isn't a boundary. And that's perhaps in a strand like this, where you really get that sense of, okay, maybe this is just the beginning. This is just your source of, like, the epicenter of your creativity. But then there's that ripple effect. This is going to be the source of that creative, but then let's move on. And you really do have that beautiful quality, absolutely gorgeous. Then on top of that, and as I say, for the rest of these strands, it's all about tying in to that one centerpiece of these beautiful shell. And I have to say, every single one of them is different. Every single one is unique. So you've got the reds that tie into the roses. You've got the greens that tie into the foliage. You've then got the black, which of course is the base to the shell. Then on top of that, you've got those beautiful canary yellows that tie in to, I don't know what flower that is. What's a big bright yellow flower called? What's that flower? Is it just another, do you think it's another feature rose?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you're right there, Liz.
Yeah, well, it's because you don't get yellow peonies so much, do you? But it's more like a rose.
I'll trust you.
Gypsy-like though, I think. It
definitely, isn't
gypsy,
it?
Yes.
But I just love how we've taken all of those colours and tied it straight in. And again, that's what you just made me just be inspired to go, look, this is just the beginning. You know, these are just the ingredients. You know, if you gave a baker flour, milk, butter, eggs, actually, and you put 20 bakers in the same room and said, these are all your ingredients, what are you going to do with them? Every single person will come up with something different. But actually the nice thing is it's the same principle with jewellery makers. You see that on the Wall of Fame every single day, actually. You know, same ingredients, but look at what you've got as a result. And everybody's inspiration will be different. But I feel like this is such a tied in, a really linking together of gemstones. And we're going to keep on linking. Link them together, because we're going to keep on matching up, and we're going to give you the black and we're going to give you the silver satin cord, 10 meters of each red and black. We're going to give you a beading thread, your monofilament and your elastic, and we're going to top it off with your findings. And there you have 98 pieces of your silver plated copper findings. That includes head pins, eye pins, you've got toggle clasps, you have cord endings, jump rings, you've got a meter of chain included within that 98. I just find it really fascinating that the chain is a meter long, but we only classify it as one finding out of the pack. It's a meter of chain, but we only go, well, that's classified as one finding. It's so much, and it goes so far as well. Yes. And if you're making things like pendants from jewel enamel, because I did this with the kids again, you know, I just said to them, I gave them either the choice of cord or chain to make up whatever they wanted that they'd already made, or we did little key rings as well. One of the nice things is that, I mean, I only used maybe a third of the chain to make one necklace. Yes. So it goes so far.
Yeah, I often chop it up into smaller lengths and use it as part of the whole overall effect, rather than as the whole stringing thing. And it can be extremely effective. Yeah, and just make your money go further, really, isn't it? Because we all want that, really, don't we? We work hard for our money, we want our money to go as far as it possibly can. You have 5 strands here, 5 strands. Ah, it's called love at first sight. I like that. I think it could have been called Gypsy Rose, actually, this one. You have here a beautiful combination, 5 strands that are really so well brought together. Then on top of that, you've got your blacks and your reds of your cord. Adding into there, you've got all of your threads, and we're going to give you 98 pieces of your silver plated copper findings to finish it all off. This is, for me, one of the nicest bundles and one of the nicest kits. I just love it. Something about it just really ticks my boxes, and I think, you know, when you start to see so much in one bundle, the price tag, that should be £37, in fact over £37, is justifiable, actually. I think that's justifiable. You've got the gemstones, the threads, you've got the cords, you've got the fines. I guess £37 does make sense, but it's not the price you're going to pay. £37 is the price you'd pay if you were buying these on our website, not price comparing elsewhere, but just going to our website and buying these individually. You'd be paying over £37. Or we do it together, we put it to you together, spit it out, Vix, and you get, Oh, now you're going to think that I knew that price tag. You are so going to think I knew that price tag was going to come in at $17.95. I promise you, I absolutely promise you, I did not know that was going to go to 17. I'd have said at the very beginning of this whole kit, I'd have gone, this is going to $17.95. I'd have literally just blurted it out. Kim said that's the reason that she didn't tell me. $17.95 is all you pay. Everybody's going to say, oh, Vix did she? She said that she did, but I promise you, I don't make promises I can't keep, and I don't make promises because there's no point unless you're absolutely telling the truth.
I didn't know that was happening at $17.95. $17.95. Kim, Kim, Kim. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Nora. Her name is Nora because she's batty. Her name is Nora because she's batty. Her name is Nora because she's batty. And she likes stockings that are a little bit wrinkly. $17.95. Could have finished that a little bit better, I think, but you know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. £17.95 is all you pay. I think that is a tremendous. What is that? Amelia, what are you handing to me?
A rainbow of ribbons.
A rainbow of ribbons. Amelia, that's not one rainbow of ribbons. That's not two rainbows of ribbons. Amelia is handing to me right now 3 rainbows of ribbons. 3. Thank you, Amelia. No, I'm glad that you helped me there.
Get my shoes off.
That's it. Now, Amelia, how many ribbons in total is it? Because I think actually, even if you had all your hands and all your toes, you actually probably wouldn't have enough.
No, we'd have a big smell though.
We'd have a nice smell. That's nice. You've cycled to work then, have you? I thought so. $17.95 is all you pay. Can I say, if there's one kit of this left, I think I might have that one.
I might fight you for it because it's beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yes.
I think that's a wicked kit. $17.95. I really, really like that one. Just keep that one in mind though. Just keep it in mind because think of the colours that you've just seen. And I love the way that Amelia's described it. And we will continue with Amelia's description. A rainbow of ribbons. You want to change the name. Amelia wants some kind of patent. What do they call it when you name something? Copyright. Amelia's copywriting rainbow ribbons. Every time we say the word rainbow ribbon, we have to pay Amelia. Ribbon. £3? 3. Yeah. It's a week's wages. Woo! You got rainbow ribbons. 1. Rainbow ribbons pack 2. Rainbow ribbons pack 3. Triple rainbow ribbon. Triple. Has anybody seen a triple rainbow? Anybody seen 3 rainbows in one go?
I've seen a double, but not.
I've seen a double rainbow,
yes.
And I've seen a full rainbow.
Yes.
But I've never seen 3 in a row. I want somebody to text in. I need to find, there must be somebody who's seen a triple rainbow. Text in, have you seen a triple rainbow? 60777, 60777. Make sure that you start your text with JM Studio. Give us your name so we can say hello to you. Normal network charges do apply. Now that text is also where you can ask questions for Liz. So if you have any enamel questions, any friendly plastic questions, we'll try and do a little Q&A at the end of the show where we just literally ask you and you can be like mastermind. We might even and like lower the lights and everything and put a spotlight. Can we get that sorted, everyone? We need a spotlight before the end of the show with the music, just to put you on the spot. Yeah. Q&A with Liz at the end of the show. So if you've got any questions on enamel or on friendly plastic, then please just ask them, and I'm sure, Liz, you'll be obliging to answer them. Brilliant. Okay, 60777 is where you can text in. Okay, anybody seen a triple rainbow yet? 1, 2, 3. We have triple rainbow ribbons though, and that in total, is it 300 metres? In total, so it's 100 metres of each. So that's 100 metres of each, which says to me that therefore you're getting 10 metres of each colour that you're seeing. Let me just show you all of the colours so that I know that you've seen them all, because there is literally every colour of a gemstone that we have in our vaults right now. We are matching with the ribbons that we're offering you. Now, 200 metres is a double trouble. 300 metres is a triple trouble offer. And well, it's quite extreme because you should be paying for 100 metres £6.95. So therefore the whole lot, that's got to be what, 24.95, is it, something like that? £20 at £20 a night, that's it. Thanks, Kim. You can tell that I'm just not on maths. My maths form's not good today. £20 and what? 80 pence. 85 pence. So you should be paying £20 and 85 pence. So you buy 100 metres for £6.95. You buy a further 100 metres for £1. You buy a further 100 metres for another £1. 300 metres of ribbon for £8.95. Oh my goodness me, think of Christmas. I mean, just think of doing lovely Christmas gifts. Literally wrap your tree. One big, huge tree could be one mass of ribbons. I actually put little ribbons at the end of my tree.
It looks very pretty, doesn't it?
Oh, really cute.
You have a rainbow tree this year then.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Oh, my kids would love that. Mummy, 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 rainbow tree. Yes, I might do that. I don't know whether my husband will agree, but who cares? It's our Christmas. £8.95. Buy 100, get a further 100 for £1 each. So that is a stunning deal. And in terms of jewel enamel, again, I mean, perfect for ribbons. In fact, you've used some beautiful ribbon as part of your amazing mask.
Yes.
Mask. You say
North-South divide.
Mask. And you can really see that mask.
Yes.
Really is maximised by the ribbon detailing as well. So you know, you may as well make the most and make your ribbon go even further.
And you can embed the ribbon into both friendly plastic and jewel enamels, so make it part of the design. So when it's still hot, you can actually lay the ribbon over the surface and put.
Will it absorb it? Will it?
Yeah, it'll stick into your jewel enamels beautifully. And you can laminate it to friendly plastic too.
So could you make like, say we did one of those hearts, really simple.
Yes.
And then I got some ribbon and I laid it on. Could I then do like a little bracelet, almost like a corset? Oh, now stop being so clever as to have already done what I was thinking of. That is literally just...
You just lay it in. You can embed it in, you can chop up the ribbon and actually put it in your diamond clear as well. And it's very effective.
Because all I was thinking was like little corsage, and just have a nice centerpiece and then a ribbon around, and that's exactly what you've done here. And can you see it's actually just stuck on almost, but it's not stuck. It's just
it just actually embeds into the hot jewel enamels. It sticks onto it because they're synthetic. They are sensitive to heat.
That's cool. So we may as well get the ribbon, and of course we did that beautiful bundle at the very beginning, our early bird, with all of those lovely colours. And hang on, let's just get those colours out because every one of those colours in here is going to match. Can you see there? And then you've got the purple that would match there, and you've got gold that would match with the yellow. Yeah, and we're going to do a rainbow enamel bundle next as well, are we? Right. Keep watching. If you've just got the ribbon, then we're going to do a rainbow bundle of enamel straight after the break. But first of all, it's time for the Wall of Fame. Apparently Shirley in Shetland has seen a triple rainbow. So we need to go up to the Shetland Island.
Was one a reflection? Or was it actually all three?
Shirley, we're questioning now. When I say we, Liz is questioning, was it really a triple rainbow?
Or was it a reflection?
I reckon in Shetland you're going to see
You may well do if you're
rainbow.
going to see. Yeah.
Like
Could be fantastic. But I was wondering whether a reflection counts or not, you see.
That means if it was a reflection of a rainbow...
You might get 6.
Oh, Shirley, we're all coming to your house. Yes. Rainbow Fest. Now, it's really interesting because we've just had that mega bundle of ribbon, and the first of my entries today in the Wall of Fame, look at this. It is a perfect way to show you how far ribbon can go to creating gorgeous jewellery. That's brilliant, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
That really is proof of how far 300 metres is probably going to go if you get involved like this. Now, who is this? Kathleen in Kent. Hi, Kathleen. She says, my granddaughter Emily has something this summer holidays learnt, has during the summer holidays learnt to weave ribbon, kumihimo and macrame. Oh, that's fabulous. She can knit, does cross stitch, and has learnt to do latch hook rings as well. Is that rings? Or you know, latch hook something.
Well,
I've no idea.
I use a latch hook when you're making rugs, and it's
Oh,
a
yes,
little
it
latch
is.
hook when you're pulling holes through, you know, jumpers. When you've got holes in your jumper and you pull your thread through,
Oh, yes.
that's a little
Like
latch
proggy
hook
mat.
as well.
Proggy mats.
Like that, yes.
You know what a proggy mat
Yes,
is?
yes.
Up in mining area where I come from. We call it a proggy mat.
Oh yes, I think in Nottingham they say proddy.
We've got
Yes.
proggy mat. I've got a proggy mat in my kids' playroom. Yeah, a rainbow one actually.
But this is very sophisticated.
Yeah, this is far more sophisticated. But I have to say, and we don't know the granddaughter's name. Kathleen, you don't give us your granddaughter's name. Let's have a look. She's 10 years old. Gosh.
Wow.
And she's gone back to school now, but she'd love to see her work on the Wall of Fame. And she hasn't told her granddaughter that she sent this in, but she's definitely going to watch, and she thinks it's going to bring her a bit of luck. I'm sure I can't find your granddaughter's name anywhere. Let me just triple check that I can't find it. No, but she does say that Mark has certainly inspired her. She thinks that Mark will be really, really pleased that his tuitions are so good that her 10-year-old granddaughter has learned how to macrame. So Mark, I'm sure, is watching today. Mark, see? Good at tutoring, Nate. And so thank you so much, Kathleen. To Kathleen's granddaughter, now you are way cleverer than I am, and you've got what, 26 years to get better. I mean, amazing, amazing. Congratulations, Kathleen. Thanks for sending that in, and you are number 1.
And this is number 2, and this is from Sharon in Nottingham, which is where I come from. Okay, here's this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. It's a double strand necklace made with peridot chips and citrine nuggets on sterling silver, all as usual from JM. It took ages to thread all the peridot chips, but it was worth it, as I love the end result. I can go with that.
Yes.
Fingers crossed for a win, and love to all at JM. From Sharon.
Bless you, Sharon, thank you. And I have number 3, and it is Chris Tolman saying, here's my latest entry for the Wall of Fame. It's made with silver beads, kumihimo braid, and the bead from a bead scoop. The braid is made with 80 stitches between each set of beads. A lot of concentration was required. I can see, look at that detail. She says a few mistakes were made, but hopefully cannot be seen. That does not look like there's a single mistake, but that beautiful. Is amazing attention to detail. So gorgeous, Chris, you've done a spectacular job there. True detail, lovely.
And I have number 4, and this says, hi Jewellery Maker, I've made a pendant necklace out of wire and amethyst gems. Yes, I was inspired from watching the show last week.
That's Karen.
Yeah, yes, Karen's show. Well, this is Suzanne.
Well, yes. Suzanne, obviously being inspired by Karen. I know Karen's joining us on Monday as well, and I know we've already been in communication. She's got something really beautiful coming up on Monday, so if you are interested in you know, pieces like this wire detailing, Karen is going to be the lady for you on Monday of this coming week. I have then got Irene. Hi Irene. She says, I've used pattern shell drops, Mookite from the centre, for the centre from JM, and I love watching Jewellery Maker and watch both shows every day. In fact, I am obsessed with Jewellery Maker. It's best just to be out there. You know, I think maybe we might need to start some counselling sessions.
Yes, I think so.
We all need to come together where you have to stand up and, you know...
yes.
I am obsessed with Jewellery Maker. That's it. It's best to confess. It's best to be aware of it. Number 5 you are, and congratulations, Irene. Right, we have coming your way the most exquisite strand of morganite, and as I say, as the purveyors of the world's largest faceted morganite, we are so privileged to be able to bring you this gemstone and then give it to you at a Jewellery Maker price tag. Perfected morganite coming your way within the show.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Well, we have got for you an amazing... Apparently, we've now got lots of people saying they've seen triple rainbows.
Oh,
we've got
wow.
incredibly lucky viewers. We've got lots and lots of lucky viewers
Yes.
who've been blessed by not just 1 or 2, but 3 triple rainbows. Imagine.
Yeah.
Tom says we want picture evidence.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't think reflections count, you know.
Oh, listen, there's even now boundaries being set on the triple rainbow finding. I'm just like, who? Lee in Kent. This is like a bidding. This is like people bidding against each other. Ah, yeah, but I've seen. Lee in Kent has seen three triple rainbows.
Goodness
gracious. 1 in Florida, 1 in the Lake District, and 1 in Scotland.
Oh, fantastic.
Now that's interesting because we're back to Scotland again.
Yes.
Maybe Scotland, that's odd, isn't it? Something to do with rain, I would think. I know that because I'm right on the border. And if you've got it, we've got it. I tell you what, most of the time I say, it's going to be a little bit dodgy. I'm just going to say in the northeast, it's going to say in Scotland, I just know it. Okay, let's find the rainbow. Let's give you this rainbow pot. This is the pot. These are the pots that I think I'm going to get. I think these are the pots. Okay. Okay, so you are going to get... Oh, Kim, stop doing this. Right. You are actually genuinely going to distress Liz right now. Oh, you're distressing. Kim says, yeah, forget Liz. I'm distressing myself right now with these prices. Okay, we're going to give you the DVD because we found that one of the most crucial parts to any of our products is that you want to know exactly how to use them in the right way to get the right results. And our DVDs are the way to do it. We have found so many positive comments. I mean, I don't know many people who don't say anything other than great things about this Jewel Enamel DVD because it really offers a foundation to get started into Jewel Enamel.
Yes. Yes, you need to know the basics and how understand the product. And how it works, and then you can explore to your heart's content.
Yeah, and I think for me this is a really nice way of showing lots of different is the word derivatives, lots of different permutations for jewel enamel, but almost just touching the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
You know, this is literally just the beginning. And obviously we are hoping to do an extended DVD very soon, which will then explore even further avenues. And again, with the friendly plastic, that's got so many different avenues as well that we need to explore. So there is lots and lots of opportunity. So this is your Jewel Enamel Introduction DVD, and it's going to come with, now this is $4.95. It's an hour-long DVD. If you do just a little bit of research on any kind of tutorial DVD in the jewellery industry, standardly the pricing of those sits around £10 to £20. That's my research. I found that most DVDs, the content is probably, I would suggest, maybe a third, maybe half of what we put into ours, and we charge $4.95. Most of the places that I've looked at for tutorial DVDs, the pricing is from $9.95 up to around about $19.95. And for me, I think that this is where we really come into our own, because I think we make these value for money to really encourage and to support people who want to get into a new technique. Right, I'll tell you now that already, before I've even talked about the pots or anything, I can tell you a quarter of the stock's already gone. And I haven't even I've just talked about the DVD. And this is just almost a subsidiary to what you're actually going to be buying here. $4.95 for the DVD. Add to it red, I could sing the song, could I? Red and yellow and pink and green, purple and blue. I didn't say I had to miss the orange because we didn't have orange. Kim said she trawled the vaults to find orange and she couldn't find it. So you've got your red, your yellow, your pink, your blue, no, your green, your purple and your blue all together within this rainbow. And these are the colours where you can just go to your heart's delight. You get so much fun and vibrancy. And you know, the nice thing about enamel is you can get the matte effect, but you can also get the shimmering effect. And you've really got that boldness. Now then, I'm going to give you 3 prices now. Now 3 prices, because we remind ourselves that at the moment on our website we are doing some clearance offers, and within the clearance some of these items are available. Now that's on our website right now. We're being as transparent as we can be. We're telling you that we're going to say we've got a clearance price on our website which you could have paid the purchase of these, but we're going to take the price to a further clearance offer. So we are literally going extreme double clearance pricing on these. This is real serious opportunity, and that's why half the stock has already gone. Half the stock's already gone. So you've got here your Jewel Enamel DVD. We're adding in your 6 pots of enamel, and those colours are just popping, aren't they? This is serious rainbow enamel pop, a collection plus the DVD. So price number 1 would be based on $4.95 for the DVD, and buying all of these at your standard price on our website would be £28.95. So that would be buying at a standard price, but again, as Liz will quantify, because Liz, you are literally you are in the epicenter of jewel enamel, so you know the pricing that goes on. Yes. Even on our normal standard pricing, we are literally so competitive.
Yes, definitely.
However, Liz has gone quite quiet. Have you noticed? Maybe we need to do this more often to keep you quiet.
Sit down, I don't
exactly. At the clearance price, you would be paying for this bundle $21.45. Now that is already a supreme price. That works out that each one of these pot is coming in at £2.75 each.
Okay.
£2.75.
I think I will need to sit down.
You will.
Yes.
Because we're not stopping there. And Liz, this is the reason that I know I'm going to make this purchase. Please leave me one. Please leave. In fact, even if you don't leave me one, I'm walking. I've actually purposely, I've worn a big top today so I can, and I'm not joking. Big sleeves. Watch this. Sleeves are designed. Not that designed though. We have got for you a special treat. You have got an amazing deal. So the price you should be paying, let's go to those two prices again, Kim. $28.95, then the clearance price is $21.45. The extreme double, buy it now because we are gone crazy price, is $12.95. That works out at each one of these pots is £1.33. It's ludicrous.
That is
it
ludicrous.
is absolutely. That's why half the stock's already gone on the web like that. It is a goner. It is yours for the taking. In fact, Kim, you've taken the 21 and you've basically just flipped the price in, haven't you? It's the 2 and the 1, but it's 1 and a 2 instead. It's £12.95. And remind ourselves, of course, you've got the DVD as well on this one. You're going to have to be seriously quick on the lines today. I told you, blink and you'll miss on a big one. You'll miss a big offer. Left, right and centre, we've got some amazing deals still to fit in. Hold the lines for me. It's busy. Really busy. Sorry, Liz.
I am astounded because I could not buy them at that price. That is below trade price. That's just phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenal. And it's so many people said they wanted to get into jewel enamels and they felt, well, I need a lot of colours, so it's a bit expensive for me to start now. Well, it isn't just at this moment. It's fantastic.
Excuse.
Yes, absolutely no excuse.
I will categorically say, and Amelia, don't put that away. Amelia.
You can put it in your picnic basket.
I'm going to take the bag as well. Do you know what I mean? Look, if Jenny Cleary can walk off every day with at least 2 or 3 pieces of jewellery, I can walk away with a bag and a bit of enamel. I can get away, surely. Right then, straight on we go. Straight on we go to, let's do these moulds. Yes, I need this mould as well. I'm going to put that in my bag because I need that one as well. I'm literally just buying for myself today. When I say buying, stealing. We have got, there has to be some perks to the job. You know, if I have to work with Liz, then there has to be a perk.
Thank you.
I'm only joking. You're only allowed to say that when you don't mean it, isn't it? You've got here these fantastic 4 moulds. You've got your flower. That flower's lovely.
It is a pretty flower, actually.
That's
yes.
a gorgeous, like a proper pansy flower, isn't it?
It's got delicate veining in there, so and it gets picked up, particularly when you put gleams on the surface.
Oh, that's really, and that's nice attention to detail.
Yes.
Oh, that's such a pretty flower. And talking about detail, how about that? Yeah. A goddess. Oh, that is, again, look at the attention to detail that you can recreate on these. Got also these beautiful butterfly. My kids love this one. I love that. And then you can see nice patterning swirl. And finally, this one my nephew has literally told me the next time I have to have. He hasn't said that Auntie Vicky, could you? My nephew Jack has literally said he has to have the plain round for the next time he does it. So I'm not kidding. Is Paula in yet? Paula was out last night. If Paula's not in yet, right? Therefore, what the boss doesn't see, the boss won't know about. The bag of joy. You've got here. All right. Bag of joy, enamel joy, that's what we're bringing to the world today. You have got here, so your 4 silicone moulds, and silicone moulds not just for enamel though, that's the great thing. Yes. Polymer clay, you can use it for, in fact, plastic, all of the different
silver clay, paper clay, anything you like.
It's got loads of different opportunities there, these moulds actually, don't they? So you might buy them for one.
Nice, so it's easy to get things out of. You can use it with cloud clay as well. So yeah, they're very good.
Really going to come in handy to have a nice diverse arrangement of these lovely moulds, and yours for the taking. You could really go very simple with the rounds, but actually you could go really detailed with the Greek goddess. And yours for the taking, 4 moulds. Now again, I'm going to say the word should be paying rather than you are paying, because you should be paying for this bundle a price tag of nearly £20. So you should be paying nearly £20. We're going to take pretty much 25% off that. So you're paying £14.95. So that is pretty much a quarter of the price gone, just like that. And these are the types of moulds that really will lend themselves to enamel in different ways, won't they?
Yes, absolutely, because the simple round cabochon is perfect when you heat polish, and it brings out the lovely shine and you see all the colours. But the others with all the detail are perfect to add gleams to, which picks up and enhances all the details. And they're beautiful. And you can also put things in your moulds before you put stuff into them as well. And so little bits.
Because my nephew really wanted it around like mould like this, and I didn't have it. It's like, so how do we do it then, Auntie Vicky? And you go, oh no, I'm on the edge. So we used an inner of a small sellotape. Right, so we had the inner of a small sellotape, just because he really wanted a round. Yeah. You know what kids are like, and they were like they don't see outside that. You know, this is how it's going to be, Auntie Vicky, and get it sorted. Yeah. So I was like, okay, let's think of something. So I tried it, but actually, in truth, it just didn't work because I mean, I pulled it out and it stuck a little bit, and then it was a little bit. There was no form to it. There was a bit edgy. This actually. Just use the right tools. That's what I found in it. And then that's it. I said, Jack, I'll just get the right tool for the job, mate, and then we'll do it again. Which is why I have to have this. Amelia again. Okay, Amelia. I'm going to spend my wages today. So everything I get paid today, and I'm on the night shift, I'm spending today. My husband will be watching now going, she's doing what? Vix, we're going away in the camper van tomorrow. You've got to pay for the campsite. What do you mean? Okay, so we're going to do some beauties. We actually are going to do some beauties. Let's just set these up actually. Sam.
Yes, I think we're underneath.
I've just dropped something on the floor, but we'll pick it up in a second. Oh, it's the star mould.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Okay. So we've got loads of different moulds, and actually one of the nice things that you've got for us on display is to show us all the different permutations from doing the likes of setting inside a bail, but also then a bezel, pardon me, and then setting without in a mould. And you can see they both work, but they're both totally different.
Yeah. Different techniques. The little butterfly earrings to your left show you the butterfly mould.
In action.
Yes.
So the butterfly mould that you've just got, the swirls really do come into their own, don't they?
When you highlight them with a bit of the gleams, metallic wax, then it just does the perfect thing. It just brings up all the texture. And you can use, because there's lots of colours of gleams, then you can tailor it to suit the jewel enamels underneath. So it's a very effective way of doing it. So we're going to use some other moulds, I hope, today.
We are. Well, the nice thing is, let's have a look. We're going to start off with, I mean, it's incredibly ornate.
Yes, it is.
Isn't it? Incredibly ornate. And both of these are absolutely gorgeous.
They make lovely little frames, you know, for things. So you could put them onto boards or things and make little miniatures out of it. I haven't seen this mould before, so I think it would be worth playing with.
Come on then.
So, all right, we're going to play with that one.
Shall I put some colour in the pot? Let's stop talking. Let's just do it. Okay. Let's just do it. While you're just doing some melting, I'm just going to say to everybody, we are going to do a price slash on this, but this is one of our smaller quantities of the show. So if you do want to use this mould in particular, you're going to have to buy it now. So this is your settings, your swags. What's a swag? And roses. I genuinely don't know the answer to that. Does anybody?
Yes, a swag is the sort of thing you have at Christmas time. You can have it with ribbons as well, but you often it sort of scoops
like
that.
Garland.
Yes, like a garland. Yes.
I thought a swag was like a swag bag that you know.
We know what your past was then. Criminal record.
Well, I do come from a spinning moor, and anybody in the northeast goes, yeah, that's about right. So swag is like the little. So that's what this is it? Yeah. That's like a swag, like a.
It's, you know, when you do swag, it could be.
I've never even heard of that.
Always just loops. Excuse me,
no, something new. Roses and flexible mould that you're going to get. So this one mould, we are going to do a price slash. This is obviously reusable. You can use it on loads of different types of techniques, whether that's polymer clay, whether that's going to be a silver clay, friendly plastic, or as we're going to show you here with the enamel. The price you should be paying is £12.95. Should be paying £12.95. The price you're actually paying.
Excuse me.
£9.95.
Wow.
£9.95 for that mould. And how many are you getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So you're getting 10 moulds on the one pack, and that's £9.95. Okay, £9.95.
It's very good.
Really.
Froggy mouth.
You all right?
I think I might need
Maybe it's going to grab you a drink.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, okay, we're in the right spot. We are. I've just melted some of the silver because I thought that might just look quite nice as a swag. Gosh, voice is disappearing.
Okay.
Yes, it'll come back again in a minute. Okay.
So you're just using the plain silver?
I am just using. I just thought I'd use that for the moment and just see what it's like. I'm just going to swap hands again, if I may, because it's
yes, of course.
a little easier for me.
Are you going to do the flowers, or are you going to do the?
I was thinking I was going to do one of the swags.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going to ease it down. And here we go. Ooh, it may not be a beautiful pour. Ooh, it's going to be a bit of a... But what I'm going to do...
And if it doesn't go right, the nice thing is...
You can just do another... You can take it out and remelt it. I'm just
Absolutely.
looking for one of something else. I'm just going to do this, because I've got a bit of a bit too much on there. I normally have a metal plate, a little tray that I just put on, and then I can flatten it out.
Okay.
But give that I'm just going to squish out the excess, which means it's easy to cut off.
Perfect. Now that's mould number 1, and we'll see that in a second. Oh yeah. Mould number 2 is the cameos, and the cameos, I just think these are fabulous. These are absolutely amazing. I think that they are incredible.
They are pretty. I think there's a lot of detail in there. Do you know, I think they work so well with friendly plastic and with polymer clay too. And there's the ring band across the bottom there.
That's it. That's the nice thing about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that you've got that chance to do something totally different.
Yes. Yes.
So you have here your cameos and ring silicone mould. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moulds, probably 7 actually, if you want to use that there. Could you imagine just getting that enamel cameo? That would be incredible,
it would be
wouldn't
fantastic.
it? Absolutely beautiful. Lots and lots of attention to detail. I mean, really, real top quality detail gone into that. And of course, again, got to keep on reminding you, it's not just jewel enamel that you're buying these moulds for. You've got loads of different permutations of different products that can maximise on this individual mould itself. So it's yours for taking. Price slash again, twice the price it should be. The price it should be is $12.95. The price you're actually paying.
Just get a tissue.
$9.95.
Wow.
$9.95 again.
There's a lot in there for that, isn't there?
Well, there is. There's lots of teeth. Oh, and look at that straight away.
Yes, I just picked off there's some little extras, and while it's still, you can just pick it off.
But this is what. So you know how we had like quite a big. There was when you'd pressed on it, it kind of had splurged.
Big splurge. But that's all the splurgy bits just there. Look, which I could recycle, and because I've just used one colour, that's easy to put back in the pot of silver.
Could you imagine just putting a little gemstone like hanging in the centre there, or maybe a picture of somebody? You wanted to frame them. Just think of a nice. Have you got like maybe a photograph that's just happened, and you just thought to yourself, actually, it'd be really nice to frame it in something a bit different. Oh,
I've got some of the gleams on my finger, and I'm just going to do that so that you can see some of the texture. And these the gleams is just you just use a tiny bit. And I think I would go at this with a number of different colours until I've got what I'm looking for.
You're giving like a vintage flavour to it, aren't you?
That's just with one bit of the gleams. You could use all the different colours and build up with the different colours on there.
Louisa's saying, she just texted in and said, if you make a mistake and it's already dried, can you put it back in the melting pot?
Well, all of that's already dried.
Yes,
and it
I
can
can
just
tell
go
you that
straight
because
back in the melting pot.
I have made ridiculous amounts of mistakes to get started.
I would put that back in if I didn't like it. I'd just put it back in again. Even if it's got gleams on, I'd put it back in again. Yeah. Just reuse it.
Now, the gleams, once you've put them on, do you just need them to dry before so that they don't come off?
Yeah, leave them to dry for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then you can buff them up to a lovely shine. But I would put more than one colour on, and because the gleams come in lots and lots of colours, you can build up your the look really nicely.
So we're going to do the gleams shortly, but we have got another look. Can we go Christmas?
We can go Christmas.
Let's go Christmas.
Okay, well, I've got silver in there, so
Christmas. Oh, can we have a bit of red then?
We could have
Christmas
red.
Like gold, silver and red.
What I might do is I'm going to take this out and put some gold in.
Oh, that was another question. Now, there was another question that came through, Kim, wasn't it? How do you clean the melting pot?
Okay, right. This time I'm going to use a project sheet.
Fine.
And I'm just going to put those on there.
And who was that, sorry? Brenda in Yorville was asking, how do you clean it?
Okay, Brenda, all you have to do is scoop out the excess.
And you've still got it hot as you're cleaning it, though, aren't you?
Definitely.
You know, keep it warm.
Keep it warm. Get out as much as you can.
Because that's literally just going to be reusable.
It is. And the bit that's left in will get thrown away. So if I was doing it at home, I would be a little bit more careful and wipe off any excess. You know, clean out a bit more. That's where my loo roll, kitchen roll, comes in handy. And then you just have to just take care, because this is really hot. Don't forget, it's over 100 degrees centigrade in here. So don't let your fingers get on it. And when you've got a bit like that on there, I think it's easiest to just put it away, because put it in the bin, because if you put your fingers on it,
that's hot, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I've done that
so
as well.
You clean it out, and I always do this at the end of every session. I clean out all of my pot, so that I have a nice fresh pot to start with, because actually when I come back to do some more, I like to be able to not have the remains of my last session in there.
Yeah.
I like to have a fresh pot for fresh inspiration and fresh ideas.
That's fair.
So there we go, and it does pick off your melting pot as well.
So it literally is kitchen roll.
Yeah.
Give it a wipe.
Wipe it out. The black one and the red one, pay great attention to it, because they seem to linger in the corners, and of course the colour is really strong.
Okay.
So should we use...
So we're going to go gold, are you?
We're going to use some gold, and should we use some red?
Yes.
What, do we want any other colour in there?
Do you want any other colour? Do you want any other colour, guys?
Green.
You want green?
Green. Do you know, green and red are lovely. They're opposite on the colour wheel, and if you mix them too much, you end up with brown sludge. But they're perfect when you do your first pour, because you've got all the lovely colours. You know, they don't mix instantly in here.
I want to keep it like that.
Yeah.
I just like red and gold. Red and gold.
You just want red and gold?
Yeah.
So green's been vetoed. In that case, I'm going to put some more in, because
I'm vetoing it.
we're going to use a big mould this time. So
right, and this is what I'm about to say. This is your star mould, and we're going to do you a deal on this one. Look at that red, that's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Silicone star mould is your perfect bauble. If you perhaps have just got those gorgeous ribbons earlier on, and we just did that 300 metres of ribbon, we were saying, well, why not do some nice decorations on the Christmas tree with the ribbon? Well, why not then do the decorations with the enamel itself, and then of course creating this this amazing, and it is just simply either a feature pendant, a medallion style pendant,
yes, or Christmas decoration.
Christmas decorations.
Yes. I was going to do this with some of the fusible film in there, but because we've got lots of colour, I'll stick with the colour. But I put some diamond clear in, so that we get a little bit of depth to what we're doing.
Okay. Now you've actually put quite a lot in there.
I have. I'm not sure how much this. I've never used this mould before.
Okay.
So I don't know how much it's going to take.
And again, for those of you who are watching and just want to know about, look, that was the. Oh, sorry, my hand's still. That's the remains of just clearing up the pot. That's all the remains of the clearing up the pot, and all you need to do is just put them back in, because it was there.
Because it's just the one colour, you can put it straight back into your silver pot. If you've got a mix of colours, then I have a separate pot.
I do too.
So, but that will remelt. And I actually put in the little bit of clear that we had from earlier on. So
yes, the
Opal. Yes. So you can see the clear melted, but this is going to take a few moments to melt on here. If you put the lid on, the pot comes with a lid, and if you put the lid on, it will melt a little more quickly.
Now here's a question: as it melts, what I'd like to know is that when I've done it, and I've done it as you did, where you had the separate sections.
Yes.
Right, do you prefer to mix in the pot and then pour, or do you prefer to pour and then give it a little bit of patterning?
I prefer to do it in the pot.
Right.
Because it cools quite quickly when it's in there, and your tool often sticks.
Okay.
So I like to mix, and it's sort of a bit of serendipity. So you never know quite what's going to happen. Sorry, this is taking a little while. I'm just going to scoot this into the middle bit where...
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a price slash on this star mould while we wait for the enamel to cool, and to melt. We have got for you the star mould, perfect for Christmas, and I'm saying that word quite excitedly now. The price it should be is £8.50. So the price should be £8.50. However, your price slash on this fantastic enamel offer is £6.95.
Wow.
£6.95. Now when I went to the exhibition
Yep.
With you guys not so long ago at the NEC,
yes.
and there was loads of different moulds. There was loads of people selling variety like that. I have to say, nowhere near these prices.
No,
and
they
even
tend to be really
exhibition
expensive.
prices,
Yes.
even exhibition prices, they were nowhere near what we're doing here. And you know, I'm not to say I have no idea of the quality. I can't give an assessment on their quality and our quality. I have no idea of that. All I can say is even on exhibition pricing at those kind of big venues, like Hobbycraft kind of venues, it was still quite impressive pricing.
Yes. What I've noticed, this little mould has a little loop at the top.
Ah, perfect.
Which is perfect for popping a little bit of wire around.
Nice.
To act as your hanger.
Perfect.
So it's a very nice touch with that mould.
So that's a bonus. Can you see that there? Or you can see it on the close-up. Perfect. And you can see that Liz has actually put
some wire. Just a little bit of wire in there. And I've curled the ends to make sure that it's not going to come out.
Okay.
Now
you're swirling.
I am swirling. Now I'm trying to leave a little bit of clear at the front end because that might give us a bit of translucency.
So is there any way to control the pattern, or is it that you really difficult. But you just like the
swirls and things? You can. There are certain things you can do to change it a little, but mostly it happens.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to put my hand over here.
Oh, that looks amazing already.
Doesn't it just? Let's see how well we can get into all the points. We can do what we did like last time. Oh, look at that. Don't worry about the drips. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I'm not going to squish that. I've got a little air bubble on there. I'm just going to use the heat gun to just pop it if I can. Will it pop? Pop, 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 pop. It is really reluctant to pop, so I might leave it. I'll just leave it in there. Usually, well, very often you can just use the heat gun to just pop it. See whether it'll go with the needle tool.
Yes.
There we go.
Wonderful. You don't have to be shy of it, do you?
No,
you don't have to
don't.
be, you know, anxious of it.
No.
Because again, you just got to remember that if it doesn't go right, and that's probably the nicest thing that I like about it, is if it doesn't go right, I'm not precious because I'm not going, oh no, I've wasted it. I just go, oh, okay, it's hardened, now I'll put it back in and I'll try again. And it, you know, for somebody like myself, again, because I'm not great at this kind of thing, I'm not somebody who's naturally inclined. Actually, I need that security of going, okay, do that one again.
And it always takes practice when you begin anyway. So I really suggest when you begin, just use one colour, because then it doesn't matter if you keep having to put it back in the pot again. That's the thing.
Absolutely.
So, and even when you've got little blobs like this, look on here, this little blob, I often save those because you can put them into diamond clear and create lovely little patterns.
Little patterns and textures.
Yeah, which I think I did on the necklace right on the end with the stones all around.
Oh yes, I can see.
Which didn't get finished off on the back, so don't look at the back. That one has got the little blobs that fell on the mat.
That's cool.
Put in with in the diamond clear.
There is no waste, is there?
No, none whatsoever.
And the thing that I quite like is that you can make something, wear it, then put it in the pot and start all over again.
Absolutely.
Make something different, wear it, put it in the pot, and go over again.
Yes.
You know, and because it's so fast, you literally have got the chance to go, oh, I've got this lovely green outfit.
I need something to wear with it. 10 minutes later, you've got something.
Totally.
It's really good.
And it is literally minutes. And again, for those of you who perhaps are looking for something that is time efficient, this is certainly something for you.
And at the moment, it's so inexpensive to get involved with it as well. So
at this present time.
I know. I think I do need the chair. I've used it to put stuff on, but I think I need the chair.
And if you have joined us in any of the offers so far, don't forget, this is just the beginning of the show in many ways. We've got lots still to...
As it's coming out. Oh, we didn't cover it completely there. Doesn't matter though, because I think you could do something with that, or you use the other side. You can pinch these little bits off with your finger.
That's so cool. And oh my goodness, I'm still going to do that with the kids.
Do you know, I might wire wrap that to make sure that this, so that was just be a little wire wrap top.
Just like finish it.
But it's gorgeous. And it's come out really nice and shiny as well, isn't it pretty? Wouldn't that be lovely on your Christmas tree?
My kids would love doing this. I might actually get them each to make a Christmas tree decoration. Oh, I need that mould as well now.
Isn't it gorgeous? Yes, that is a really nice mould. I think the introduction of that little loop is excellent.
It's a brilliant idea, actually, isn't it? Because then you don't even have to think about the practicality of how am I going to make it work.
I think if I'd used thinner wire, which I just use what we had to hand at the moment, from the challenge bundle, then I think it would have been enclosed in the jewel enamels, but this is a bit thick, this wire for this. So.
Could you then, can you like, is there any chance of like, say for example, could you lift and cover?
You can, but it won't be a nice smooth finish. So for me, I think I would wire wrap that top bit just to finish it off neatly.
I think that's wicked.
So isn't that easy?
That really is easy.
Yeah. You've actually probably got enough in there to do another one as well.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I've got 2 children.
So you want me to do another one in a minute? Okay.
£6.95. I can't take one haul. I mean, the kids would go crazy. But Mummy, what about me? You love him more than you love me. You love her more than I'll give you one each. £6.95 is all you pay for this star mould. And I think for Christmas, that is a perfect gift, isn't it? Right then, where shall we go next? Oh, what am I looking for? Oh, it's a little bag hiding in the back. I like this. This is brand new. And this is gorgeous. This is really, really gorgeous. It is a box clasp, sterling silver, moonstone cabochon set. Now let me just show you, 3 grams of silver, 3 grams of silver. And that's me being just minimum of silver. And you can see they're really nice solid clasp, which is essential. I mean, if you're making feature jewellery, you want to make sure that every part of your jewellery aspect, whether that's the findings, the clasp, you want everything to have that luxury edge. And this is serious quality in every part of it. I will just drop it around so you can see that it has been stamped with the 925, so you know that it's the real deal. 925 sterling silver. We have here a beautiful, beautiful quality.
I wouldn't want that around the back of my neck. I'd want it somewhere.
Centre.
Yes, around the front somewhere. Yeah.
And I think the thing is with the potential of a piece like this, you could either use it as an asymmetric and have it, you know, a casket, or use it as almost like a centerpiece to a tassel.
Yes.
Because it has like the double holes.
Yeah.
You could tassel drop from there, and that could still be your centerpiece and have it as a clasp.
That would be lovely.
Something different.
Yes.
But I think you're right, when you've got such a luxury, and certainly, I mean, if I profile it, you'll see that's a lot of silver in one clasp. That's a lot of quality sitting there. And the colours coming from that rainbow moonstone are just incredible, aren't they? So you've got there that look and a half. You have here an amazing opportunity. You've got sterling silver box clasp with a rainbow moonstone, 15mm cabochon that you have here. All of those neon turquoises, purples, pinks just bursting into life. All for one price tag. And that price tag, brand new clasp. Never been seen before, brand new clasp. All for one price tag of just $12.95. It's sterling silver. It's one of the finest luxury clasps that we have got, and I only have a limited availability. Pretty much every time we've put one of these clasps to wear, they have sold out, pretty much. And that means that if you're seeing something now that you want to own and you think to yourself, actually, I'll buy that next week, or I'll wait for a little bit longer, I have probably one thing to say: if you wait, you won't get. So if you do want to get this, it's yours for the taking. £12.95. I'll just show you the clasp in action on a bracelet that Rosanna has made for us, and you can see this is a labradorite clasp. I mean, the same principles to be applied, exactly the same principles to be applied to this same clasp, where you really have got that centerpiece. That is certainly a very special aspect of your jewellery. I mean, I'm just thinking about all of the beautiful feature strands that we've done recently. I mean, even if you made a gorgeous charm bracelet and you did a charm bracelet creating drop cascade of your morganite, and then you used that beautiful rainbow moonstone as your clasp, how much would you pay how much would you expect to pay for a bracelet that was morganite and sterling silver of this type of quality? Yeah, it would be a significant amount of money, wouldn't it? It would be a serious amount of money. Well, that's the reason that you come to us. Make your own jewellery, get the quality of the findings, the quality of the gemstones. That morganite is coming your way later on in the show as well. Looking forward to that. But in the meantime, let's move now. I know the moment you'll see this is the moment you will swoon and fall in love, because these are your faceted amethyst, and just fab. I mean, it's fair to say this has got all of the makings of Rose de France. The Rose de France amethyst that we have in our vaults in our sister channels just doesn't hang around, and I have to say exactly the same is the case here at Jewellery Maker. It is a top selling gemstone. Pink amethyst, Rose de France amethyst, whichever way you want to describe it, has got all the soft, delicate tones of lavenders and lilacs, medleyed with the perfection of soft, delicate Parisian pinks. Oh, a really elegant gemstone. A very, very sophisticated gemstone to work with. And again, just adding in the likes of a single pendant, of a pendant clasp, would just finish off the luxury of a strand like this to perfection. It is a strand of distinction. You have clarity, you have faceted detail. The facetings are diamond shaped, which means you would classify them as a brilliant cut gemstone, and it's yours for the taking. This 75 carat pink amethyst, I'd call it Rose de France. It has all of those coloured traditions that I would expect in a Rose de France amethyst, and you've got it for $11.95. $11.95, absolutely glorious. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 feature gemstones for £11.95. The phone lines have been consistently busy throughout this show. It really is a busy show. I'm not surprised to hear that we've got a lot of people making a difference to their jewellery collection, a lot of people making a difference to their technique, and of course to their gem collection now with pieces like this one. £11.95 is all you pay. The second kit of today will match beautifully alongside this strand. So if you have just made the choice to own this strand, then the nice news is that you are really going to enjoy the next offer. Now you have here a combination. You've got there a combination of beautiful ranges of colour, purples within this mix, and I do think that beautiful Rose de France pink amethyst really is going to add that luxury edge to this kit as well, so matching beautifully. Now let's just bring out these gem strands. I'm going to go straight to the iolite. I can't help but just go, my eye just keeps going, iolite, it's iolite, and look at the iolite that it is. It's truly fabulous. Going to go really nicely if you get the morganite as well, these beautiful faceted drops of iolite. Of course, this is the gemstone that has all of the qualities and luxuries that you'd associate to a highly graded tanzanite, but actually the nicest part about it is there's all of the beauty but without the price tag. Iolite gives you a saturation and a pleochroic quality, which means that from different angles you'll see different shades of colour exposed. So from one angle you see violets, one angle cornflower blues, one angle you see bright pinks, and that's because of the way the gemstone forms. It's almost like a crystal structure that has layers of different elements, and because it's layers, you actually then have different shades of colour exposed from those variant angles. So you've got the faceted individual iolite. The size of these gemstones, guys, do we know the size range of these? I can't see the info, so We'll have a quick look. There we go. 7x4 to 14x7 is the graduated size of these drops. Then on top of that, I'm going to add in, and as I say, the shades of the colours, the purples, etc., all giving layers of different tonal qualities to the purples and blues that we can get from Mother Nature. You have here your purple colour quartz faceted rounds. These are your 8mm rounds. Then on top of that, we're adding in these glorious rainbow colour coated hematite. These are 8mm again, matching size, giving you a really lovely fusion of quality. And again, those are 8mm. Adding once more, and this time we're adding in some fabulous bead caps. Now these are sterling silver seamless cone bead caps. 8mm again, so matching these gemstones absolutely perfectly. And I'm just gonna, oh, beg your pardon, just gonna show you how they sit. Like the little Tin Man. You know the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz? Think of him and think of his little head. Effectively, that's how it works. You see how they sit nicely? But obviously, this would be sitting where the drill hole is. I'm just showing you how they match in size. Of course, if I just show you where the hole is. So you've got your hole at the top there, and you'd put that where the drill hole is. I just want to show you how perfectly they sit. Like the Tin Man. If I only had a heart. Like the Tin Man's hat.
Well, because I'm the holes like ear to ear, and it doesn't go on his head, it goes on his ears.
Oh, now Liz is being pedantic. Now, Liz, I was just thinking, if I only had a heart. Is he the one who wants a heart?
No, the lion wants a heart, doesn't he?
No, he wants courage.
Yes, he wants courage.
Put him up. And then the Scarecrow wants brains. Yes. Actually, he's very clever anyway. And the Tin Man wants a heart, and actually he's very kind.
He wants courage. Was it a lion?
The lion's courage.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dorothy just wanted to go home. You got sticking with the purples, sticking with those purples. You've got your lilac satin cord. That's your 1mm satin cord in 10m spool. You've got beading thread, monofilament, and elastic, and we're adding in your findings as well. And these are your silver plated copper findings, metre of chain. You've got their decorative shepherd hooks, all of the essential findings. And for those of you who don't know what the essential findings are that you need, crimp beads, head pins, eye pins. And I know you're probably going, oh, that's a bit of gobbledygook she's giving me. Well, actually, the nice part about us is that we introduce you to jewellery making, and I can't find it. It's almost not on my desk anymore. That's odd. Amelia, do we have the Get Started booklet and DVD anywhere? Yeah, I know it was there. It'll be Drew. It'll be Drew who was on last night when he decided to turn up. Mr. Late he was last night. It'll be him. He'll have taken it home to get jewellery making. Our Drew. To get started, we offer you a free tutorial booklet and DVD. They're both backed up with each other, and they come free of charge with your first purchase. So you buy this kit. You've got all of the ingredients. Tool-wise, all you'll need is the basic toolkit from us for less than £10, and then you get the free tutorial booklet and DVD, and you're good to go. You've got everything and more you need to get started into jewellery making. There's the bottom graphics there showing you the price of the toolkit. So get started. There's your tutorial booklet and DVD that you will receive with your first purchase with us, and you get this full offer. Your City Light jewellery kit, you've got a combination drops, faceted drops of that of iolite. You've got your quartz, you've got your hematite, you've got your bead caps, sterling silver bead caps, you've got thread, you've got elastic, you've got satin cord, and you've got all of those 98 findings, all for one price tag. And that price tag should be almost £38. Should be almost £38. The price you're actually paying today for this full kit is just $19.95. It's gonna go a long, long way. Now, I think I'm right to say the iolite on its own right, that's $11.95 or something like that, isn't it? 10, 11, something like that. Kim says 11. All right. Where did that price came in, you know, when you just remember something and you go, oh, didn't even know that I knew that. $11.95 for the eye light on its own. So that is $11.95 from the... So the rest of this bundle, including sterling silver findings, cord, and a further 2 strands, are actually £5. £6, beg your pardon. That's it. That's incredible, isn't it? An incredible deal. If you want to join us, an amazing opportunity. Congratulations if you got that one. Truly tremendous deal. Big luck. Big luck. Lovely, lovely quality. Very beautiful combination. So you've got your faceted drops of your eye light, and you've got your hematite, and you've got your gorgeous purple colour quartz, and we're adding in all of those additions, including sterling silver, for just $19.95. Not surprising, a great get started offer as well. So if you see something like this and you go, actually, I'd like to make jewellery from this. Good news is that we'll give you all of the instruction. We have other DVDs that perhaps will take you through projects, etc., to get started as well. So those are all available on our website. $4.95 for our DVDs, and really quite inspirational for anybody who's wanting to get started. But all of the information on all the foundation techniques comes free of charge with the booklet and the DVD. Flying away there. Okay, straight on we go, and we're moving on. Ooh. Wow. Okay, Kaz, I'm going to hold it like this because this is amazing. That's incredible. Look at the light play. Sparkly. Isn't it? They are, let me just say this before. Yeah, they're eye clean quality, and they are exquisite. You've got 270 carats of your perfected clear quartz nuggets, and for me these really are tremendous. You really are looking at something so special from this one strand. Now, you may have noticed from the start of the show that I have mentioned that I had singular strands coming in for less than £10. In fact, I was pretty specific to say that the whole of the strand on my left, probably on your left, on my right, tanzanite, spinel, zircon and topaz, plus your clear quartz, they were all going to go to less than £10. I said that very specifically. Now, I don't have a lot of these to go around, but what we do have, they are not going to be anything other than really well received at this price point. Yours for the taking, and say less than £10. You look at those and go, well, it can't be anything other than $9.95. Wrong. $6.95 is the answer. Aha. The full strand for $6.95. Wow. The full strand for £6.95. I think that this is the kind of strand that if I just move slowly, you'll just see so much quality. These are going to be, you are going to wear jewellery and people just want to more. Buy 2 of these strands. Buy 2 because you'll wear the jewellery. People will want you to make it. You're going to have to be fast because this is going to be a sellout within the show. It wasn't a huge quantity that we had, but quite simply, we could not resist giving you the chance to own these today, because let's face it, that is a serious deal. Absolutely magnificent. If you do want to join us, this is your chance. This is your opportunity. Phone lines have been busy all day long, and we're not stopping now, are we? We really are bringing you an incredible, this is going to sell out, has to sell out at $6.95. Yours for the taking. I think that's going to be a sellout, isn't it, Kim? Kim, my producer, says 100% sellout on that one. Congratulations. Down the lines, if you're still holding, it hasn't sold out yet. It's just that with the quantity that we've already had allocated and with the people on the lines, we believe that will be a sellout offer. Straight on to another sellout, because it's a double trouble, and our double troubles do not hang around whatsoever. Now then, when you start to get pieces like that one for $6.95, you're just going to be fascinated by what we can do for 2 strands of this gorgeous crackle quartz. Crackle quartz, irregular cubes, 5 to 6 millimeter, 5 to 6 millimeter. You have here an incredible deal, beautiful qualities, and these peyote style, I mean, if I just move them like so, can you see how they could peyote stitch together beautifully to make a great grid? Again, beading loom, anybody who's loving working with a beading loom, that's another nice size and also shape to work within the beading loom. They create that lovely grid formation. So you've got the 2 strands, double trouble strands, crackle quartz irregular cubes, 5 to 6 millimeter, and 1 price tag only. Both strands for $7.95. I loved it. It's like today, well, you just don't know what's going to happen next. $7.95, and of course, the moment you say $7.95, that is going to be another sellout deal. Double troubles don't hang around, but they're definitely not going to hang around right now. If you want to join us, an amazing opportunity. 0800 644 655. If you do find yourself holding on the lines, thank you so much for your patience. We really do appreciate it. We'll process your call in strict rotation. So if you're the 40th person to pick up the phone, you'll be the 40th person to be answered. It's as simple as that, and that's the kind of quantity of people we've had on the phones pretty much most of the day so far. It is a very, very busy day, and it's going to get even busier because we've got even more enamel, even more friendly plastic. We've got tanzanite going under a tenner, we've got zircon, and we've got topaz going to less than a tenner, spinel going to less than a tenner. I've got a feature of morganite to look forward to, and I haven't even mentioned the fact that I have got your pack of findings to look forward to today as well. That's all to come in the next 2 hours. So it's coming your way, but first, before that, it's time for the Wall of Fame.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
If only I could tell you what I just said, but I would get sacked. Number 6 is Lynn Edwards in Cinderford. This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It is labradorite and rose quartz from Jewellery Maker. The photo only picks up just some of the colour for the labradorite. It certainly doesn't do it justice. I wore this on a cruise last week, and it was commented on by several people. Ooh, get you, Lynn, on your cruise. I noticed that we weren't invited. Like my mum was allowed. She's like, I've booked me and my dad. Me and my dad and I going on a cruise. I'm like, what, without me? You dare to go on a cruise without me? So she says, good luck to everyone and keep up the good work here at JM, and lots more masterclasses, please. Well, keep watching. We've got plenty coming up in the next couple of weeks. Loads, actually. I think pretty much Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, I think I'm doing masterclasses. I'm doing a DVD record, and then I'm doing 2 masterclasses next week. So you've definitely got plenty of masterclasses to look forward to. So keep an eye out for those advertised. That is number 6.
Okay, I've got number 7, and this is Beverly, and she says, yes, jewelled Christmas tree decorations, which is perfectly appropriate. All made with wire from Jewellery Maker, and most of the gems too. And they're really lovely, actually, and they're all different.
Really funky.
So
and now we've given you the opportunity to get the star mold with the enamel. You can now your tree will be literally bedazzling. Yeah. There's going to be a good one.
It needs to be a big tree.
This is Beverly.
This is Beverly, yes.
Beverly, you're going to have a good tree. We should have a Christmas tree Wall of Fame.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
We need to start building up to that now, though, don't we? We need to start getting... Right, so we should have a date where we say the Wall of Fame is going to be all Christmas tree decorations.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
It will happen. Yeah. I will make it happen.
A shaker and mover.
Well, when I say I'll make it happen, I'll just go, can you do that, please? Because I can't do it. I've got number 8, and it is Debbie Pepper. And she says, morning all. Please find my entry to the Wall of Fame inspiration by Mark and his demo from this Tuesday. All the colored leather findings and gems are from your good selves. Keep the inspiration coming. Mark!
It's beautiful.
It's called the bobble stitch. So this is the bobble stitch that you've got here, and it's brand new. Yeah, it's one of Mark's new techniques that he showed us. Is that the oh, now what one was that one called?
Oh, that's just
the binding stitch or something like that. Oh no, that's not. Mark's going to be texting me. Mark, text my mobile now. It'll go off, and Kim will check it. It will as well. I know he'll be watching. Yeah. Oh, she says Facebook. Text me, because I don't do that. You know what I'm like.
Facebook's a bit quieter.
Eh?
Facebook's a bit quieter.
Quieter?
Yes.
Hey, it's noisy in there just because of them two talking. Yeah. So number 8 you are, Debbie. I can't remember what the name of that stitch was.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Looks like it's been overcast.
Oh, somebody else has done it as well.
Oh, yes. Okay, I've got number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I like this. Hi all, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's another wire wrap pendant featuring blue chalcedony, graduated irregular nuggets, moonstone nuggets and copper wire, all from JM. I kept the wire work open on both sides so that it could be worn with either the cut or rough side showing.
That's a good idea.
Clever. I'm getting a little bit addicted to wire work, so could do with a win to boost my wire stash. Yeah. Good luck to everyone in this week's draw. Hugs and... Oh, I don't know about the last bit.
Hugs and snogs.
Okay, Julie from Cumbria.
I like it, Julie.
I'll give you a hug, Julie, but I'm not so sure about the snog.
I'll take anything. I'm not picky. I got number 10, and this is Steph in London, who again's been inspired. Let's have a look. She says, oh look, I've now found out what it's called, because Steph's told me, beg your pardon. Please find a picture of a wrap bracelet. A wrap bracelet I have made as a present for a friend whose birthday is in January. So I've used garnet and gold colour hematite, all from JM, and the buttons from my stash. After seeing Mark's wrap bracelet on Tuesday's show, I thought I would enter mine. Hope you like it, as I'm actually very new to jewellery making, so still learning. Well, that's just the beginning. This is just you learning. That's amazing.
It's impressive.
And that's such an effective design, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Really good technique.
Yeah.
Just
very textile, you know, because that's what you do when you're stitching as well. You overwrap or overcast the edges as well, decoratively.
It looks really pretty, doesn't it? And I could you imagine just changing some of the colours there, and then, you know, if you had a coloured wire and then a different coloured cord, it would just look totally different again, wouldn't it? So, Steph, keep going. You're doing a brilliant job, lovely. Number 10 you are, and good luck to everybody who applies. Of course, anybody who sends in their photographs, we'll do our very best to show as many pieces and as many photographs as we can, but we get so many in on a week-to-week basis. And of course, you could be, and you will automatically be entered into the prize draw, and you could be the winner of either £50 or £100 credit to your Jewellery Maker account. And the launch, the prize draw happens every Wednesday. Now that we have still to come lots and lots of treats, plenty more friendly plastic and jewel enamels.
Yes,
we've got some more clearance.
Right, wow, yes.
Definitely need your chair for some more.
Okay, I better clear it then. Yes.
Definitely
Otherwise you'll hear a thunk as I hit the floor.
Because we've already done some big offers, but I tell you what, by the time we finish today, your postal delivery will be the size of a house. Literally, you'll need to buy a house to fill it with all of the jewel enamel that we have got coming your way. And of course, let's not forget all of that big stand. I've got tanzanite, I've got zircon, I've got topaz and spinel, all going to less than £10 today. To top it off, I've got morganite in those beautiful drops. So much to enjoy, and that's to look forward to straight after this.
Take a generous piece of your beading wire and thread 5 gemstones on. Take one end of your beading wire and thread through the first gemstone and pull tightly, making a circle. Take one end of the beading wire and thread another gemstone on. Then take the gemstone and thread across the middle, exiting out through the opposite gemstone. Thread through the next gemstone so that both ends of the thread are facing the same way up. This will enable you to then carry on threading on both sides of your necklace.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Jewellery Maker is part of the Genuine Gemstone Company for a reason. If we're going to offer you gemstones, then they have to be genuine, but the only way we can guarantee that is by getting a lab test. This guarantees that you're going to get genuine gemstones, and that's exactly what you deserve.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
So, in the break, I think it's fair to say that we've surmised that we have quite a short period of time to get quite a lot in. So we are going to do lots of demos,
Right.
but we're going to also do lots of deals at the same time.
Okay.
So beg your pardon if there's any times that when we're with Liz that I suddenly say, oh, and I need to tell you about this price tag. It's only because we've got so many deals and we don't want to miss any deal out. But we also obviously want to enjoy having Liz here. So we're just trying to find that balance. So if there's ever a point where I just need to interrupt,
Yep,
it's only
that's
because
fine.
I want to make sure I'm fitting in the deals
Okay.
at the same time. That's
I'll
okay.
just carry on regardless.
Fair dues. It's just the story of my life. Okay, friendly plastic, because we've done the enamel. We're going to go back to the enamel because we've got plenty more clearance deals on that, but we're going to head to friendly plastic.
Yes.
Now, this again, you and I launched.
Yes, we did.
And this is kind of getting to be
Partnership,
like, exactly, like salt and pepper. I'll make the sneeze. You've got here something that perhaps people will look at and go,
What? Yes.
but when you then see it in action,
Yes.
transformation.
Yes, absolutely.
Extraordinary
It's
transformation.
an
at that.
amazingly versatile medium.
And one of the things is that within the offer that we're about to do, you literally have, if you've got any of the enamel, etc., the melting pot or the heat gun, etc., you're effectively ready to go.
You are, absolutely.
You don't need anything
No,
else.
You don't. You just need
So-
the plastic and some knowledge.
And
that's
that's why this is a perfect fusion opportunity for us to have Liz, who's obviously already inspired us with the enamel. You've probably already got the melting pot, you've already got the enamel, so you've got all those types of tools and ingredients, so you now may as well just take another step and then start to adapt. And you've used your friendly plastic for this neckline
Yes,
piece
I have,
and
yes.
for the earrings.
Yes.
And you have just said you smashed up a mug.
Yes, well, it had a big chip in it, but I love the colour of it and lovely patterns, and I didn't want it to just go in the bin. But I hated drinking out of it because it had that chip just where you drink.
Yes.
So I thought, well, I'll smash it up and see whether I've got some usable pieces. And this was quite thick because it was a big mug, but you can do it with plates and jugs or anything you like. As try and get a little bit of design and something that's not too thick, and then you just edge it with friendly plastic, and you've got a piece to wear.
Amazing.
It's great for mementos.
So let's just show everybody what we're actually going to do
Yes.
first. Let's just do the
Got some
deal.
scissors.
We'll get onto the price tag. Oh, thank you. This is it. And this is your friendly plastic strips. Now, the price we're about to do here is a Jewellery Maker exclusive offer, and it is genuinely an exclusive offer. A price tag that perhaps you wouldn't expect elsewhere, to our knowledge. Again, this was the whole point. Let's launch it with a really, really good price point. So that's just where the company comes from. If we can do it, why not? Let's just do it. So you are going to get 10 strips of your friendly plastic, as you can see there. I'll show you the back as well. 10 different colours, from the reds to the pinks to the greens to the golds to the blacks, all the way through. Perfect for Christmas.
They are perfect for all the time. Actually, I am addicted to. I think I'm a friendly plastic evangelist.
Are you?
Yes.
It's nice that you've shared that with us.
Yeah.
This is just the start. Just having the ingredients is just the start of where you can take this amazing medium to. Friendly plastic strips come within a variety of those lovely metallic finish, really nice sheen to them. And as you can see here, there is a variety of different ways that you can use them. These are all made with friendly plastic. Some of them are fusion alongside the likes of the enamel as well, like this piece is your friendly plastic and the enamel together. So you've got the enamel to the centre, and then you've literally wrapped
friendly plastic around.
It's like phyllo pastry wrap, isn't it?
Yes.
And you've wrapped it there. Again, you've got some gorgeous. So all of the designs that we've done so far could actually be even more developed by the friendly plastic.
Yes,
but they don't have to go together.
No,
they are actually totally separate mediums as
you
well.
could use them with polymer clay. You can use it in your paper crafting, any way you like. I mean, I make masks. I make things to go with textiles as well.
Let me go and get that, because there's the mask.
But I use it with textiles.
It makes me say
too.
Mask.
Mask. I've got to say mask.
You come up north for a bit.
Yeah.
This is part of Liz's creation, and this is part of the friendly plastic as well. So
it is. Yes, that's just using actually pieces that I've cut circles out of.
Okay, I've got Q's on the line, so I need to get to the price tag. It is your friendly plastic strips, assorted colours, 10 in total, and yours for $19.95. So all 10 for $19.95. Okay, so you're going to show us what it is, aren't you? You're going to show us exactly how it's going. What are you going to use?
Well, we could use anything. Shall we go? I'm going to make some little hearts. Little hearts.
Okay.
So I'll use some red. We'll use some red. Normally, I would put hot water in my melting pot, but I'm going to show you how to do it this time without the hot water. Okay, we're going to use it with the heat gun. So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could do exactly what you're about to do, but work with the melting pot.
Yes, and in fact, in many ways, it's a little easier to do that. But as I'm going to be needing it in a little bit for jewel enamels, I'm just going to keep it for that for today.
Okay.
That's why I said you need 2 melting pots. And at the price they're at today, you can get 2.
I think they might have sold out.
Have they already? Yeah, well, I'm not surprised, because they're fantastic price. Okay, so I'm going to use my project sheet.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put that down there. I'm just going to move this to one side of it. And, oh, stuck. Here comes the heat gun.
Okay.
And I'm going to heat it. It doesn't take long to soften, because it only needs to be at 60 to 70 degrees centigrade to soften.
It's already soft.
But it's bendy.
Yes.
But this will make it really soft.
Okay, almost like a little bit like the enamel.
That kind won't pour, but it'll be very soft, and you can stretch it, and yes, it becomes very malleable. Can you see how it starts to change?
Yeah, texture changes.
Yes, it looks a bit leather-like.
Can I just hold that up just quickly to show everybody how the actual
beginning to change.
You start to see that the actual texture of the. If I show you the difference.
Yeah,
it's gone from that.
Yeah.
And it just starts to do. Thank you.
It sort of starts to look a bit leather-like.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bit like my skin.
It's all those foreign holidays.
Absolutely. I need more. I want more leather skin.
Yeah. Okay. I'm keeping the heat gun really close, but I'm keeping it moving, because if you leave it in one spot, you tend to get a hot spot and it'll bubble up.
Okay.
The other thing you need to know is it needs to be absolutely bone dry, no water underneath, no moisture, or you'll get a bubble. Okay, that looks to be not too bad to me. So to check whether it's soft, you do the bend test.
Okay. The bend test.
The bend test. And now I've got my little heart cutter. What I would normally do is, because this would have come out of the hot water, it will be lubricated. So I'm just putting a little bit of water on my cutter, and I'm pressing down.
But you just said no moisture.
Only underneath you don't want moisture.
On the black.
On the black, because it will bubble.
So how would you do that in the water then?
Because it sticks to the surface that you're putting on. It doesn't matter there so much because you're not getting it so hot. You're only getting it to the temperature of the water, which you keep at 60 to 70 degrees centigrade.
Okay.
With a heat gun, you can accidentally heat it much more than that.
Okay.
Okay. So I've cut some shapes. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can.
Those shapes. And I'm going to just now put that into cold water to harden. So I'll put that into cold water.
So it's literally hot to cold.
It is, and if I brought ice, then it would have been cold almost instantly. But here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, it's not red, it's a lovely oil slick colours of the colour called Swirl. But what you're looking for when you're cutting is so that you can see the cut out shapes on the reverse.
Yeah.
And then they just pop out.
Ah.
Okay, so this is it's just so easy. Then you've got these little motifs that you can use for other things.
Okay.
So I'll just pull those out, and we're going to use some of these later on in the next demo when we're doing we're using the Angelina fibres.
Oh.
We're going to put it inside diamond clear jewel enamels. So that's going to be fun. But the other thing, we've got time. We've got time to do a little bit of it.
You can go for it.
Okay, I'll just pop these out. So it doesn't take long.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Do you want to try popping them out, and you'll feel how hard it is.
Oh yeah, it does just literally go from quite malleable to being really quite dense, doesn't it?
Yes,
really
back to being the way it is now.
Yeah,
when it's sort of in its raw state. Fantastic. So I often have a little stash of shapes that are really useful. I'm just going to push those to one side while I just show you the next thing.
And Liz, just before you do that, I just need to highlight the fact that it looks like the friendly plastic is almost sold out.
Oh, okay.
So if you do want this, then you do need to make the purchase now. But before we go into the next, I'll just, using the heat gun, so it's probably worth me just highlighting, we do have the heat gun available to make purchase today. 2-speed heat gun. It was another thing that you said to buy, and at the time I went, do I really need it?
Yeah.
And I've bought it.
Use it all the time.
Oh,
I know. It is
all
really
the
good.
time.
And this one's nice because it does collapse to put in your picnic basket, as you call it.
My jewellery picnic basket. It does, and it's 2 heats, there's 2 speeds.
Yes.
And when you're working with some of the, what I found is if I'm going with the sprinkling technique on the enamel,
yes,
I've gone for the lower setting because otherwise it goes.
It does. That's right.
So if you only had one setting, it really wouldn't work at all, would it?
No. Well, it can do as like if it didn't have quite such a blow. But this is quite a blowy one.
Yes,
it's quite fierce. It distorts fabrics brilliantly. If you want to get sort of buckled up, fantastic textures, it's really good. And for using with the fusible film, it works really quickly. And you've got.
We will see that as well because we're going to do that, aren't
directional nozzle. So you can
directional nozzle.
Well, rather than something that's really enormous and blows everywhere, you can really get into small places with that.
So you can add detail, can't
you? Yes, you can.
And that's again, as I say, I found that it's much easier to do that.
Yes.
That's happening straight away.
It is, because I've just put it on here on my little project sheet in there because I need it to be soft for the next bit.
Perfect. Okay, well, just seeing how the friendly plastic can work in both the melting pot, but with this, you've seen how quickly it is with the heat gun. So let's give you the chance to earn it. It launched again with us at $16.95. Launched at $16.95, but today we're going to honour the lowest price, and that price tag, $12.95.
That's phenomenal.
Heat gun.
That is really amazing.
2-speed heat gun for $12.95.
It is a good heat gun, and it's ideal for so many things. And at that price,
I've got a question. I have a question. Yeah. Right, go back to the picture. You know that picture? Right, you see that little thing there?
It's the rest.
What is it?
It's a rest for when you put it down, just in case it's a bit hot. But because in the middle of there, you've got a metal nozzle, but it's protected by the plastic.
Yeah.
But it's there as a rest to put your. I never use it, to be honest, because it's
not work. I was going to say because it's plastic, I couldn't work out. It doesn't get that hot. I was like,
I lose the little thing. So unless you put it sort of stuck onto something, then and in a convenient place. But my work table never stays neat and tidy, so it gets
really
lost.
I've not noticed that at all, Liz.
I've just turned it on by accident. There we go. And I've got my needle tool, which I'm going to have to fetch for the next thing.
Okay. So £12.95 for your price list. $16.95 was how it was launched, and you've got it for $12.95. That's that 2-speed heat gun.
Are you ready for the next
miss.
bit? I've got a kebab stick.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put this on here.
Any kebab shop will offer you.
This one is a virgin, clean one. Okay.
What a pity.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just pushing it in, and you do need to do this reasonably fast because otherwise the top layer will become soft, as it has done in little places there. So you've got a design straight away, but we can do something else as well if we want to.
I so wish you could hear in my ear what you do this, and it's like we're watching some kind of magic act. It's like you're the David Blaine of the jewellery industry, because you do this and everybody goes, oh.
Well, don't forget, I've been using Friendly Plastic for, I don't know, more than 20 years. About 22 years, 22, 23 years. So I've come up with lots of...
What are your little babies?
Yeah. What are my things that I like most, you mean, or what?
No, I'm saying it's like one of your babies, you know, like you know that you've worked with it for so long.
I'm more passionate about it than my babies. My babies are big horrible oiks, you know. But eat too much and, you know, give me some dirty washing to sort out.
Quote unquote, I'm so over my kids now, give me Friendly Plastic. That should be the quote. Can I just have that? Or we need, next time we're doing a Friendly Plastic show, we'll just have that little part there. Forget the kids. I like Friendly Plastic.
Yes. It doesn't answer back, you know, it doesn't require a lot. So, okay, what I'm going to do is just take my needle tool and I'm just going to drag down. Just make little things. And you could swirl it about if you want, but I'm just emphasising my hearts. Okay, do keep your tool clean. Don't let it get stuck with Friendly Plastic on it. If it does, just wipe it off.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Okay. And there you have it. And of course you could embed things into this as well, you know, if you want little stones and sequins and things. And then you could cut out a bigger shape, so if you wanted this to be, you know, a button or something.
If I wanted it to be I wanted it to be a pendant and I wanted to put a little like hole in,
you could do that when it's cold or when it's warm like this now. I don't think I've got my embossing tool with me, but we can use this. Usually I use an embossing tool.
What's an embossing tool?
It's a ball-ended tool. It's a bit like this, but it's got a ball on the end. A little ball. It comes in different sizes. Okay. So I'm just going to use the end of this.
And what have you just put on there?
Badger balm. It could be Vaseline. It could be oil, but it's the only thing I happen to have with me.
And why do you use that?
It just stops things sticking.
Okay.
So Vaseline is what I use, or oil a lot. Okay, and then you can just make a hole. But you could easily do this when it's cold and make a small hole.
How? With like a punch? Do you mean?
Well, you can use a punch, but you could just use your needle tool and push it through. When it's only one layer thick, let's do it on here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
If I just push it through, go straight through.
So it really is that simple?
Yeah. I never know which way to turn it for the camera, you know, when it's there. It's always back to front, the way you think it's going to be.
Very confusing, I know.
I'll get better at that one. So there we go.
So then...
we can cool it off.
Oh, is that what we need to do next?
Yeah, you could shape it, you know, if you wanted to shape it around something.
Like you could make a...
Yeah, if you wanted to make...
Is that what you've done there?
Well, this one wasn't made by me, because I'll just put that in there. I've just been to Denmark to teach Friendly Plastic and have a retreat. Yes, and with some fantastic Danes who do some most amazing things. And I will say rubber inner tubes to anybody who's been reading my Facebook, because there's a lady who does the most amazing things with rubber inner tubes and Friendly Plastic.
Really pleased that you quantified that. Where's this going? What kind of channel is this turning into?
In Danish she's called, well, everybody calls her Gummy Karen, which is rubber Karen. I know, it's quite funny. She's absolutely delightful, but also Barbara Liz, who I was staying with, who organised the workshop, she made this for me. And this is very much her style, but it is, as you can see, a piece of Friendly Plastic, which she's put various things on and textured and then scrunched it all up. So it gives you a completely different take. It's very different to my style. It's just beautiful. And it's so light to wear.
Well done, Rubber Karen.
Yeah, and this one is Barbara Lee.
Barbara Lee.
This one, yes.
Oh, yeah. You don't even have the rubber in front of your name. How disappointing. So, how long would that? Is that? I mean,
if the water's really cold, it takes moments to harden, and there we have it. So, you can use it like that, or if you want to. You could turn it over and you could put transfer foil on the reverse, which I've done before, and I think it's on the DVD. Okay. But also you could brush mica powders on as well, which I know Jewellery Maker has, and I use an awful lot of. Right. And just heat it briefly and brush your mica powders on. So, job done. Fantastic. But with any jewellery made with Friendly Plastic, varnish it. Because if you look at that, that's a piece of plastic with a thin layer of film on the foil on the surface. And it needs to be protected, otherwise when it rubs against your jewellery, against your clothing, then you need to just protect it with some clear acrylic varnish, brush on stuff or spray on. Don't use solvent-based stuff because it can shift the colours, particularly if you're using patterns like we were for these, well, the piece on here, look, this, if you use If you use solvent based on this, it can shift the colours, and you end up with something a bit grey.
Okay,
bit
so
sad.
yeah, use the right stuff, and then you'll get the right result.
But there's lots of water-based acrylic.
And literally just brush on.
Yeah, just brush it on. I put 2 or 3 coats on. You can get it in matte, satin, gloss, triple thick gloss, sparkly.
And does that dry quickly?
Very quickly. The first layer dries in about 10-15 minutes, and then I put another layer on. That might take an hour to be really dry, and if it needs a third layer, then I usually leave it for a few hours after that.
Okay.
Because it does need to be completely dry.
Perfect.
But it does protect them.
Now, these are brand new. We've not put these to air before. These are brand new for you today. Your project craft sheets. Now, this was something that you obviously came to us and said, we're not selling and we need to have them.
Well, they are really useful because I have not had one myself. That's why I've been using these small sheets. So they're designed for the melting pot.
And they're
the right shape.
Yeah, so if I just turn it round, you'll see that they are designed.
Can we take it out and I'll put it in the melting pot?
Certainly.
And then you can see.
Let's show you. So you get 2 in a pack.
Wow. And they've got little perforations down the side. Yeah, so you can fold it. And it fits in your melting pot. So that would be perfect thing, when you're wanting to I'll put another piece in there. Go with something different. And it just sits on there and it will melt beautifully. And that's really good. When you're doing jewel enamels in a bezel,
yes,
like that, it would sit on your little project sheet in the pan beautifully, and then you can just lift it out easily.
So you were, and we've done this, it was on the DVD, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That you have the actual bezel, and then you actually put the granules inside the pendant itself.
Yes.
And then you place the pendant into the melting pot.
Yes.
On one of these sheets, and as you put it onto the sheet, it'll then do exactly what it does, which is melt, but it does it within the actual setting itself.
And then you can take your needle tool or whatever and swirl designs around, and it's stuck in there permanently. It won't come out.
Yeah.
Unlike when you pour into a bezel, where you can pop it out again afterwards.
Yes.
So it's a different way of doing it, but you have more control over the design with this though. So you can get lovely swirls and keep adding bits to it.
So you need these project craft sheets. You're going to get 2
out.
within the pack. So you get 2 in the pack. Let's just show you.
That's
and
really
you get
good.
them all for one price tag. Brand new today. £8.95 for those amazing project craft sheets. £8.95, and really going to work. It just makes life easy again.
Yes, it does, and because they fit, they're designed to fit in there. You haven't got bits poking out and stuff.
You're not messing
except for the
around with it,
handles.
are you?
Yes, it's really very handy.
It's £8.95 for that, and again we've got buyers. Queues on the lines. Oh dear, today we have had queues on the lines. If you do want to join us, of course, don't forget it's a free phone number that you're dialing. So if you are holding on the lines, please be patient with us, and your call will be processed in as efficiently as effectively as we possibly can. But it's busy today. If you have got the chance to join us on the web, that might be the fastest way to make your purchase today at www.JewelleryMaker.com. Of course, one click of a button and this could be yours, and you can add as many times as you like on a single P&P. So that is one post and packaging of £2.95, and it doesn't matter how many things you add to your order for that £2.95. It will always be £2.95. Even if you go to express delivery, it's still less than a £5, and that again says doesn't matter how many things you add to your order, one P&P. Just to show you, just so I know that we show. Look, I've got the Zach and Georgie for our Christmas tree. Yay!
I just did rough wire wrapping around quickly so that you've got.
They look so gorgeous. Don't they look fab? So those are obviously just going to come with me, for Zach and Georgie, for our Christmas tree. The thing is, if I hand them over now and say, look kids, look at this, they'll be like that, yay, Christmas, yeah, you've got a little bit to wait.
Yes.
A little bit to wait. Right then, there they are behind me.
Oh, right. So
Let's
some
go.
of this.
Okay, let me just move a couple of these out of the way so that we can show you our next deal. And actually, let's stick with the reds. Let's give you the reds. And we've done the heat mat, haven't we? So we can put this away.
Yep.
Now, the rainbow enamel has totally sold out. Okay?
Has it?
Totally gone.
Wow.
Yeah, that's totally gone. No, I'm not either.
No,
so with that
fantastic.
in mind, you need to be pretty much aware of the fact that if you want our enamel on our mega clearance deals, that you're really quick to make the purchase. Here we're giving you 5 jars of your jewel enamel. They're 30-gram jars. Just out of interest, and I know this is probably almost asking how long's a piece of string, but how long is a piece of string? In jewel enamel terms, for each pot, what kind of, say we're working on those, the
moulds that we had at the heart mould.
Yes, like the heart mould, etc.
Oh, you probably get about 8, 9, at least 8 or 9 moulds from that, I'd say, from one jar.
1836.
It's difficult to say because I always mix things up.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I mean. It's almost impossible for me to ask you that question because every mould's different and every size is going to be different.
Well, that big star one, you'd only get, I don't know, 3, 4 out of one mould. I was surprised how little you did need for those, but there's some moulds that are really big, so.
Yes, so there it is a case of you're just going to have to wait and see. I just didn't know whether there was kind of any kind of thought process of how far it's going to go. So you're getting 5 jars of your jewel enamel. The colours are deep gold, light copper, pink sapphire, red ruby, and citrine. Now, we'll have to do this 3-layer thing again. We have to do the 3-layer thing. So the price that you would be paying on a normal day on Jewellery Maker is £20 because these are £4 each. But again, let's not forget that if you were going elsewhere, it would be £25 because most places charge around about £5 a pot. So you should be paying £20 on our website. If you're going elsewhere, potentially you'd probably be paying about £25. Now, in the standard clearance, that is there such a thing as a standard clearance? On our website right now, there is a clearance, and that clearance for this combination, the price tag is £13.75. £13.75. That's already a tremendous saving, isn't it?
Most definitely.
I am not being funny. I'm not being funny, but please take a deep breath. Okay, now breathe. Out. I don't want you to pass out. Ready? All 5 pots. Flat price, a tenner.
Oh, wow. They won't last. They won't last at all. They'll be gone.
Yeah, they're going to sell out. They have to sell out.
That's just a fantastic price, yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So £2 there. You've got £2 a pot. £2 a pot. You've got colours that will really work well together as well.
Definitely. Oh yes, and they'll mix with all the colours you've already bought.
Well, exactly. Exactly. And that red is the red that we've used on here, isn't it?
Yeah, the ruby red.
And is this the gold that we've used as well?
Yes, it is, yes.
So actually, if you want to create that look, you've got both of those. Within this deal already, so you've already got that deal. £10 only. It's £2 a pot. Going to get such a great look in terms of mixing them up. I mean, that gorgeous pink is
it's gorgeous.
Almost iridescent pink, isn't it?
It's a real girly pink, actually.
Yeah, it is. My daughter's pink perfectly, and I love that copper. Yeah. That copper could have been your orange.
It's quite coppery. It is lovely. Yes, but anyway, you can mix yellow and red together to get a lovely orange.
Say again?
You can mix the yellow and red together to get an orange.
So if you put... Hang on. Hang...
You want to do some? Just go on then.
Do it.
Pour some in.
I know I'm messing you up, but I'm just intrigued.
I cleaned this pan, you know.
I know you did. I'm sorry. I'm intrigued.
And you will get a...
Look!
It will come... Oh, I've got loads of stuff on here. Let's clean that off.
That's gone from bright red. Look at the red. If I hold the red up alongside it, watch it. Wow.
If I mix a bit there...
It literally changes colour.
Yeah. It won't go to orange like it would if you were doing paint, but it does go more orangey.
It literally goes almost copper, doesn't it?
Yeah, look. Can you see there where it's mixed in?
Oh, I love that. Can we tilt that to the camera?
Can you see that? Does that... Oh, it looks like I've got a rose in there now, doesn't it? It's just gorgeous.
That's cool. I like that.
Because they've all got a slight metallic element to them.
Yeah.
They're not going to mix quite the same as you would with the regular paints. but you do get something that heads towards orangey colours. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And if you bought the other pack and you've got fire opal, that's the orangey one.
Nice.
So gorgeous.
Russet, that's the colour I'm looking at there.
I just love that. It's just gorgeous colours.
Yeah, that's almost like autumn dew.
Yeah,
that kind of colour.
Beautiful.
Actually, that's quite interesting because unbeknownst to me, we've got the last kit of today, and that is actually all about autumn and russet tones. So it might be quite nice to get those colour tones and bring them together, enamel and the gemstones. Because of course we're doing quite a lot of enamel, but you know it doesn't say that you get one to do the other or vice versa. No. They work really well together.
Absolutely, yes.
Because you can complement the colour tones of the gemstones with the colour of the actual enamel.
And because the jewel enamel is quite light as well, when you put the stones with it adds weight, so it makes you feel like you're wearing a proper, solid piece of jewellery as well. So, but it contrasts so beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely. Right then, where shall we go next?
Just scoop this into a little pot.
Okay, so now you know what we can do for 5.
Oh, you've got those as well.
Yeah,
do you know, it doesn't matter if you double up on any of your colours because you will use them all. Yeah, every single one will be used.
Oh, that's a gorgeous colour,
isn't it? Just absolutely gorgeous.
It's like cranberry now.
Oh, and I've just put a bit over this. I was just cleaning out the stuff from the pot.
Sorry, that was my fault.
I thought it could go into a mould.
Let's have a look. We have got aquamarine, apatite, sapphire, peridot and light silver for our next 5-pack bundle. It is 5-pack bundle. You are getting, ooh, they're like ocean colours.
Yes.
Oh, really oceanic qualities.
These 3 work fantastically well together, and then when you add in the apatite, which is a much sort of softer green, it's just makes everything sing. And the silver, of course, is a natural partner to those colours.
Isn't that just gorgeous? It's called the cooling shades, which is a very nice way to put it.
That's I could do with that, a cooling shade.
Cooling shade. We just put the aircon on.
Oh, fantastic, thank you.
We have got here cooling shades, 5 jars of enamel. These are 30 grams. 50 have already been allocated before we even talked about the price, but of course we don't need to talk about the price tag because you already know what we're going to do. The price you should be paying on these, well, elsewhere it might be around about £25. On our website it should be £20. If you were buying in the sale it would be £13.75, but this is extreme sale pricing. This is extreme enamel clearance and it's £10 only. 5 pots for £10, and quite simply, as Liz has rightly said a couple of times, these are beyond trade prices. These are beyond the prices that you should be expecting in any way, shape or form. This really is a special treat for anybody who's maybe just getting started into jewel enamel. And it's interesting, when we have the Wall of Fame, we have quite a lot of people go, I'm looking forward to, and lots of people say, to do jewel enamel. Yes. They haven't done it yet. This is it.
Yeah,
this is the
way in. Absolutely. I've heard lots of people say, oh, I don't know if I can afford to do that as well. But today is just, you can't miss it. And I think anybody watching the repeats will be gutted because there will not be any left. So I think I'm pretty gutted actually because I think the prices are phenomenal. Phenomenal.
It's fair to say. Congratulations, £10 is all you pay on that big deal. Now, they're talking of deals and talking of £10. Of course, at the very beginning of the show, I made a passing comment that has been picked up by a lot of people and gone, well, she said, and I did say. Definitely said that you are about to get this just look, it's like a mass of amazing enamel and black hoard of jewellery. I did say that we were going to give you on this stand topaz, zircon, spinel and tanzanite, all for less than £10. Each one of these strands is going to less than £10. And I said it, and everybody's picked up on it. It's happening today, right? I have said it, it is going to happen. So, let's enjoy. Now, it's a gemstone that you need. We are about to do you a very, very special deal. Of course, back end of the month, back end of the year, November's birthstone. It's going to be a perfect birthday treat. And you know what, in jewelry making world, we don't have a huge amount of topaz. So if you want November's birthstone, of course, that's citrine and topaz, this is the time to get the topaz. We don't have abundances of this gem coming to you. It is a tremendous deal. I've got queues on the lines of at least 3 minutes already, people buying from that last enamel bundle. Now people picking up the phone at exactly the same time to buy the topaz. Our call centre probably, I would suggest, are cursing us right now, but hey ho, we are, yeah, we've got a melting pot. They're on meltdown in the call centre, bless them. I know they're working hard. They are a fantastic team of customer service advisors, and I know that when you get through to them, they'll give you great customer service. So please just be patient with us. We'll process your call as fast as we can. The deals that are coming your way are unmissable. This is November's birthstone. For me, that's the reason that most people will be making the purchase today. For me, this is the reason that most people will be saying, hang on a minute, I haven't had the chance to work with this gemstone yet. I'd love to. Maybe sometimes you'll see that price point for topaz and have that little moment of, oh, that's just a little bit outside of my comfort zone for pricing. Good news is that comfort zone, less than £10. You've got to be quick on this one. Now, when you say less than £10, what do you think? You think £9.95, don't you? You think £9.95. Oh, I don't know where my black background's gone. We do think £9.95, don't we? When somebody says to you, I'm going to charge you less than, and you think £9.95, £9.50, £8.95. White topaz, November's birthstone, £6.95 for topaz. Please, somebody give me a break. Absolutely incredible deal. This is going to be another sellout opportunity of the day. This is going to be a deal that will come and go. It's an amazing opportunity. It's your topaz, white topaz. What I like about this is it's a natural gemstone. It's the real deal. You can see that quality. You can see that unique beauty. You know, one of the best things about Mother Nature's gemstones is that, just like us all, there is every element that is unique. You know, you look in this room, we're all ladies, but we all look very different. It's the same with this gemstone. It's all topaz, but they're all different. They all have their own unique features, and that's what really is going to be the delight to work with this amazing strand. It's white topaz for £6.95. Do you think that we should be doing that price tag? No. But is it going to stop us from doing another price tag for you? No, it's not. And we're now moving on. Zircon. November's birthstone. December's birthstone. It's again like we're doing thinking. I know. Tanzanite. December's birthstone. I know. We're on form. We're on form. It is a good day today. If you've already bought from us, get ready to add to your order. I'm sure you have already. You have to have bought. If you've tuned in at any point today, you will have made a purchase. You can't watch a show like today without making a purchase. It's just too big of a show. And I think the facts are is it's getting bigger. It is literally getting bigger and bigger, like a cake in an oven. You have got cake. You got here zircon, December's birthstone, graduated nuggets you have here, 4x2 to 11x4 of course. Rough means unfaceted. It doesn't mean that it's really harsh and abrasive. The rough is actually a pre-cut gemstone terminology. And if you want this zircon, you are going to have to be seriously quick. Your diamonds that everybody loves, this gemstone is double refractive index to that of a diamond. So a double refractive gemstone means that, like a diamond is singularly refractive and takes in one beam of light and refracts it in a single light form, this gemstone takes in a single beam of light and then sends out two beams of light out externally to the stone. So for every single light that enters, you get 2 lights that exit. Double refractive gemstone. So that's why when you get that close-up, you'll see lots more sparkle, lots more glow, lots more internal dynamic. That's because zircon has a high refractive index. This gemstone, quite simply, rewrote history. They spent over £1.5 million on creating a machine called a spectroscopic analysis machine that actually went down so much slower, spectroscopic analysis machine. And it means that it analyzes the internal qualities of the crystal structure. It looks at the gases and the formation of the gemstone, which then tells you the age of the gemstone based on the heat and the temperature and all of those compressions, etc. So they spent £1.5 million on creating a brand new spectroscopic machine, because this gemstone took them later in date than any other machine had taken them. This is a gemstone that quite simply is the oldest element on the planet. This is the oldest element on the planet, and you're about to work with it. Double refractive index, double refraction. That means twice the refraction that of a diamond, and you've got the chance to work with it for, it's December's birthstone for $6.95. Yes, we've done it again, and it's got to be flying. It's absolutely incredible zircon. And you see, these are the pieces that you really do see so much potential from.
They're gorgeous. How do they get the colours in there?
Natural.
Just completely?
Yeah, heat.
Right, okay.
Heat penetration within the Earth's crust, different variants, different, and often is the case, these are often like capsules, sometimes in geodes and things like that, but when it's sometimes obviously the heat will heat certain sections more than it will other parts of the crystal, so it'll often be based on heat.
Oh, okay.
Heat is mainly, sometimes trace elements, like trace elements, manganese, often, manganese.
Ah, okay.
That's what makes beryl pink. So if you went to aquamarine, you would get the blues.
Yes.
Well, actually, the trace element of morganite is manganese, and that's why. So sometimes trace element gives the colour, and then sometimes heat.
Yes.
Say, for example, amethyst and citrine. The only difference is the heat that it's been exposed to. So if you have amethyst and you expose it to heat, it'll be citrine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Isn't it? It's quite nice
Yes.
to learn something different every day. £6.95 is all you pay. Most gemstones, when it comes to colour, there's two derivatives. It's either heat temperature or it's a trace element. Those are the main aspects. Not all, but most of them. £6.95. Zircon is your graduated rough nuggets. 4x2 to 11x4. Not surprising, the queues on the lines are significant again. We're looking at around about 3 minutes on the phone lines. Please do be patient. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. As I say, it is a free phone number though, and congratulations if you're joining us. Add to your order, and of course don't forget you're also getting a 30-day money-back guarantee. Excuse me. Beg your pardon. Right then. You haven't seen this?
No.
You were setting up when this came out. Now, I believe you could probably set all of these into enamel.
Okay.
Look at the clothes. They've literally put sellotape on the box so I can't open
Do you
it.
need the scissors?
That's how lethal I am. Let's have a look. Okay. It's a bit like Christmas, isn't it? Now, are you the kind of person who rips and just tears, or are you the kind of person who takes it slowly? I know the answer. Go on, tell me.
Well, I used to be the person who ripped everything apart. Being a part of a large family, it was sort of the whole excitement just, had you all going.
Yeah.
But now I take my time a little bit more, because the pleasure is also in watching other people open their presents, isn't it?
And let's face it, as you get older, you don't get as many presents.
That's very true. So you have to savour the ones you do get. Yeah.
I always love when you go to Christmas, on Christmas Day, like you go downstairs and the kids have got this lovely pile of, and they're so lucky, aren't they? I mean, our kids are blessed, aren't they? I think they don't realise probably, but they are blessed. And you have these amazing piles, and then you go, and you know instantly the adult pile. And even last year, I remember Georgia going, Mummy, why has Santa not left you as many presents as he had me? I'm like, nah, it's because Mummy's been a little bit naughty. That's why. Okay, you have got this mega findings pack. Mega findings pack. Now, all of these are coming together in one deal. Now you're going to get the little pots, which I'm sure that you'll approve of as well, because those little pots, you could put all of the little jewel enamel bits in there as well, couldn't you? So you're getting all of these little pots. Let me show you them all of the little findings. Bead caps as well. Some nice little bead caps that you have here. Can you see those there? Those are the larger ones. You're getting some nice floral ones as well. We're going to give you some nice almost snowflakey ones there. They're cute, aren't they? Then on top of that you're going to get, they're butterflies. Oh, cute. Look at those. Oh, I like them. Little butterfly charms.
They are pretty, aren't they?
Those are good, gorgeous with the butterfly mould.
Yes, they would.
If you did the earrings and you were just doing the butterfly earrings and you wanted just a little detail just above.
Look pretty.
So you're getting those gorgeous charms as well. You're getting, let's have a look, you've got some nice discs, larger lantern-like beads as well. So you've got all of these together in one pack. Now it's 20 pots, and as I say, it comes in this presentation, so you get the box and the little pots, and you're getting them all, and in total it's 100 pieces. Really nice dynamics where you've got some of the flat rondelles, you've got the beads, you've also got the lanterns, you've got the puffy squares, you've got your larger bead caps, smaller bead caps, floral, you've then got some nice little snowflake ones, butterflies, you've then got some more of those discs, etc. All together, 20 pots and 100 pieces of your silver finish copper findings. Your offer on this, now I'll tell you now, the gold of this offer, the gold version of this has sold out. So if you're going to buy this, you've got to get it now, because there's every chance this is going to sell out, and then I don't know when the next time we'll get it in, so it's easy to get it now while we have it. First come, first served. 20 pots, 100 findings, get the box as well, $14.95. All yours for just $14.95. Nice storage idea as well to keep everything orderly.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's a see-through lid, so you can see what's in it.
Yes.
Because I think I'd be tempted to buy more than one and put and use them for storing lots of different things, because I like to be able to see what I'm doing.
Yes, so one presumes that you're obviously very creative, and so visual stimulus like that would go, I know what I can do just by seeing.
Exactly. No good putting words on the side of a box for me. I have got to actually see, put sticky little bits of things on the side of the box. That tells me what's in it. But there you can see straight away.
You can see for yourself, you know exactly what's there.
And those boxes, I've seen them at least £10 just on their own, without anything in them. And not with a see-through lid either, so that just, therefore, just buy the box. If you want, you've got to buy more than one. You've got to buy more than one.
$14.95. I've got queues on the lines of at least 2 to 3 minutes. Sorry again about those phone call queues, but our call centre are working really, really hard today. Please be patient with us. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. £14.95 is all you pay. You really have got an absolute treat and a half. Now, for those of you who are watching who want to get started into jewel enamel, let's tell you a little bit more about how you can do so.
Start a fantastic new style of jewellery making with this Jewel Enamel Starter Kit. Perfect for beginners or seasoned veterans alike. Jewel enamel powders are easy to use, fabulously effective and very versatile, enabling users to create lightweight, professional-looking jewellery. This exclusively designed kit contains everything you need to get started with your new hobby, and all for just $69.95. If you need advice or inspiration, we have exclusive monthly shows which feature our jewel enamel expert Liz Welch. Or why not visit our website and watch our in-depth video tutorials. To order your jewel enamel kit, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Come and learn alongside our expert Liz Welch about how to use your Jewel Enamel Starter Kit. This DVD will introduce you to the fundamentals of using jewel enamel, including melting, using Carantha molds, heat polishing, bezel setting, and adding gleam and a stellar flash to enhance your designs. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
We are so privileged here at Jewellery Maker to give you the offer that we're about to. Now, some of the strands that we've seen recently, we've had some fairly impressive quantities for the gemstone that it is, the likes of the Maui Kunzite. We had a really quite extraordinary quantity to offer. Something like, we did a Mandarin garnet 2 or 3 days ago. Again, quantity was pretty significant for the gemstone. It is this one, nowhere near enough. Nowhere near, not even touching the sides of quantity that I need to have for this gemstone. And I know the moment I say morganite, I'll probably have 20 or 30 people just ready to buy because I've said the word morganite. That's because if you've seen us or you've met us before, perhaps we have lots of our viewers who have joined us from our sister channels, the likes of Gems or maybe even our Rocks channel. For those of you who have already seen this gemstone within our other channels, and in particular from our vaults, you'll have seen this gemstone in all its glory. Okay, a quarter of the stock's already gone. I told you, I just knew this is how it's going to be. I'm just going to have to crack on. I was about to say, if you've seen this gemstone elsewhere, the morganite that we have in our vaults is probably some of the very best morganite I've ever seen. And in particular, we are the owners, we are the purveyors of the largest faceted morganite in the world. And loads of people, and I get very frustrated sometimes when somebody goes, oh, you just work for that shopping channel, and I kind of go, do you actually understand that we have one of the largest supplies and sources of genuine gemstones in the world? We have a museum that actually could probably outstrip most of European museums for genuine gemstones and for minerals. In fact, I think at the moment we have the largest mineral deposit and the largest mineral museum in Europe. And nobody thinks about that because actually when you tune in, perhaps you think one thing, but when perhaps you start to see our passion, that's when you see it reflected in our true intensity of wanting to give you something so special. When it started, when this company first started, and I'm so privileged because I was part of the very beginning of this company. Steve and Sarah set up a team of people, and it was the likes of myself, and you might have heard, oh, you saw Drew was part of the team, and of course then we have the likes of Lynn and Angeline from our sister channels. We came together, and quite simply it was like somebody dropped into the ocean and we swam, because I tell you, I just cannot be any more passionate about working for a company that has absolute integrity and passion for what they want for you. And I'll tell you now, I don't think there's another place like it. I've been asked to work in other channels and in other places, and I haven't even thought about going. The simple fact, I can't believe that there's another place that has tangible passion for what they want for you, and that's genuine gemstone quality. Our passion is translated in our museum. We have the largest faceted gemstone of morganite in the world. Take a look at this. This is in our museum right now. This is the centerpiece. That is the largest. It's 966 carats. That's 966. Pardon me, 88. I always say 66. 988 carats. And I've got a little photograph here. And this is Steve with the gentleman who faceted this gemstone for us. So that's Steve when he made the first purchase of this incredible gemstone. Now, because of our passion, and because we are the purveyors of the world's largest, it's kind of a responsibility, and the passion, as I say, for gemstones is probably exasperated and exaggerated by owning this gemstone. So whenever we put morganite to air, we've got to do it proud. We've got to do something special. And I mean, I'll tell you now, if we don't, Steve will soon tell us, Paula will soon tell us. We've got to always make morganite the ultimate gemstone for you. If you've got it like that in a museum, just down, you've got to own it. You have got to own it, and that's why we give you this chance. This is your graduated plain drops, your morganite. It's 65 carats. Half, in fact, over half the stock has already been allocated on this deal. This is most certainly going to be a sellout offer, especially when you see this price tag. We have got a gemstone that really oozes femininity, a stone of true impressive feminine qualities, like a bubblegum pink that then borders on a perfect shade of rose petal pink. It is a gemstone that really, really is extraordinary. Yours for the taking, 65 carats of morganite for $19.95 morganite. Many people in the jewelry industry, if you said the word morganite, would call it the Tiffany gemstone, just like they would the kunzites that we had yesterday. This is a gemstone that sat in the shop windows exclusively to Tiffany's. So kunzite and morganite were found around the same time by the same gentleman. Of course, he was the chief gemologist of Tiffany's. He'd already named kunzite after himself, so he had to name this gemstone after somebody, and it was the benefactor, the gentleman who had financed his explorations, and that was J.P. Morgan, hence the name morganite. You've got the Tiffany gemstone at $19.95. I've got a single quantity figure left now. Single quantity figures, $19.95 is all you pay for this exceptional drop. I mean, if you went and did, oh, in fact, I can tell you, I was about to say, if you did a bit of research on the price of drop earrings of morganite, and then I just thought to myself, well, hang on a minute, I bought from our sister channel, Gems, staff cost. I'll tell you now, when we were lucky enough to have staff costings, I bought a pair of morganite earrings. I was about to go, if you do some research on the price of morganite earrings, then I went, I've done that because I've bought them. I bought morganite earrings, little drops, it's like 2 drops, morganite earrings. They probably, I'd guess, maybe an inch at the most drop. And I paid, and I know that they were in white gold. I'm sure they're in white gold. It might have been silver, actually. White gold, silver, whatever it was. But I paid over £100 for one pair of earrings. One pair of earrings, and I paid over £100. And here you've got the chance to make how many pairs of earrings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could make 8 pairs of earrings for $19.95. Whew. That's less than £2.50 a pair of earrings. It's lovely for you. I feel just a little bit gutted, but it's lovely for you. $19.95, that will be a sellout offer. Congratulations if you've got that one. Absolutely beautiful. Morganite drops, unfaceted, so you've really got that nice smoothness as well. Okay, straight to Tanzanite. Now, did you see where I got it from? It's the under £10 stand. It's the under £10 stand, and I have just picked off Tanzanite. Yes, you know how it's a clearance on enamel, and perhaps loads of people went, oh well, I won't tune in today because, you know, maybe I just don't want to do it. That's okay, but they snooze, you lose. That's all I'm going to say. I hope everybody's watching. Oh, I really, really hope, because look at this. It's amazing. This is going to be a huge treat. Now, to my knowledge, I think on our website right now, we have nothing like what you're about to get. To my knowledge, I think you're probably looking at a couple of strands around the 14, 17 pounder. I think we've maybe got a, did you? Okay. The weekend just gone, 1 strand, $49.95 of Tanzanite. You know, that's just Tanzanite. It's a collector's gemstone. It's a considered purchase. I think I'm right in saying there might be 1 strand on there, and it's like really tiny chips and nuggets, and that's at a lower price tag. But in all honesty, the price of Tanzanite, you should be considered. 50 have already gone. 50. Okay, 50 have already gone. That's because I've taken it from the £10 stand. That's the reason that 50 have already gone. 100. Okay, well, there you go. Kim's just gone, yeah, Vix, that I've just refreshed, it's 100 now. 100 have already been allocated. Okay, it's going to be quick, it's going to be a big one, it's going to be a deal of deals. Queues on the lines, and not surprising when I've taken tanzanite, a significant 130 carats of tanzanite. What I like is that you're actually getting a really well saturated colour of tanzanite. These are beautifully rich, to the point of, if you wanted me to give you some kind of idea of my thoughts on grading, at least AA status colour, I'd say, at least. I'd go towards AA plus, to be honest, for some of those pieces. They really are highly strong. When I got told I had tanzanite for less than a tenner, I was thinking about the really soft baby blues. That's what I was expecting to see. Nowhere near the quality was I expecting on this strand for under 100. Nowhere near. And this is going to be another sellout deal. We have a decent quantity. I'm not going to say that I'm a restricted stock, because I'm not, but I am going to say it's not going to be hanging around. This will be a sell-out offer. Over 100 allocated within the first probably a minute and a half of us going to this one. So let's get straight down to it. We've said less than £10 for tanzanite. Just by saying that, you know that we're breaking most rules from most jewellers across the world. But let's do it anyway. One of the rarest gemstones, and certainly one of the most desired. Known as the Generation Gemstone, because they don't believe that this gemstone will live beyond the next generation, sadly, thanks to its rarity of one source location. If you'd like to join us, now's the time to do so. Do you know that they have to now go around about 8 to 9 football pitches into the earth, down? 8 to 9 football pitches down into the earth to get this gemstone. Would you?
No.
Me neither.
Underground.
That's how it is. That's how it is. If you want to join us, this is the time. Less than a tenner. I've got over 50 people on the phone lines. Let's find out the price. You've gone in. Oh man.
That is amazing.
Okay. Claire's just my director right now, and it was like delayed reaction. I went, oh, huh? And then Claire's just looked back from talking to somebody. She's just gone, no, Kim, really? The director's now telling you off. Now it's getting extreme. That's extreme telling off. Even I wouldn't want. Yeah. I'm scared of Claire. $7.95 is all you pay. Congratulations if you get this one. Just imagine just the journey this gemstone has to take from the Earth's crust to come to you. We have to source it from one of the most difficult mining locations, based on the fact that actually it should never be found in the first place. It's a little bit of a miracle find, and from that point onwards we treasure it. $7.95 is all you're going to pay. It's going to be another sellout deal of today. Straight on to the next kit. Another kit. Things falling down around me. Another kit and another deal. Now it's all about autumn. All about autumn, and in fact it's called Russet and Autumn. I know, isn't that nice? You have an image though, don't you? Maybe nice, you know, we're all wrapped up, scarf, gloves, hands in pocket, and you're just crisply walking through the leaves and that noise. I love the noise of autumn.
Do you ever kick your way through the leaves?
Oh, do I ever? I've got 2 young children.
I don't have 2 young children, I still do.
Yeah.
So.
Have you done the leaf shower?
Yes.
I mean, that's got to be one of the nicest things. And then build them up into a massive pile and then just splat straight into the leaves. That's what this is what it actually just like evolves into memories of autumn, doesn't it? And we always go up to Aviemore in autumn, and it's probably one of my favourite times of the year to go up to the Highlands, because for me the colours are extraordinary. I mean, literally it's like a picture postcard everywhere you look, and this is the picture postcard in gemstone form. It's the pictures of all of those autumn shades, whether you're going to go from the freshness of the honey colour, not the freshness of the honey colours, the freshness of the dew dew colours of the greens going against those glorious, they're beautiful. Oh, they are literally like autumn leaves. The shape of them as well, though, you know, how they're not just the colour, but it feels like they've got that shape where they've just started to wizen, and you've just got that lovely movement. Beautiful qualities that you're looking at here. These are glorious, so pretty. I'm fascinated by those. Every single one of these pieces will be different. These are your Keshi pearls, and you're getting a full strand 9x8 to 11x7mm cayenne and bronze Keshi pearls, and I've not seen our Keshi pearls like this. I've never seen us do this kind of quality of autumnal shading. Beautiful, beautiful textures. It feels like they've almost had some kind of oh, what's the word that, you know, when you have that liquid that does swelligant, you know how it gives you that vintage flair. It feels like somebody's gone along and given it that vintage flair. It has really got that lovely tonal quality. Definitely, they have that movement about them, don't they? That's a lovely formation, gorgeous. Adding in the unakite, and of course unakite is all autumn because of those darker greens and then those beautiful almost salmons and russet tones that sit within, and then a double strand of garnet as well. Yes, that's a double strand of garnet. All together, you're looking here at, well, let's call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. 5 strands of gemstones. Look at the quality of this garnet though. You've got those really deep claret reds, fantastic intense qualities that you're seeing here. So there's your garnet, then you've got unakite, Keshi pearls, unique, totally unique Keshi pearls, and you've got your prehnite. Add to the prehnite, and if I just put it alongside, you'll see how beautifully those match together. You have got your wax cord. It's your sage wax cord, 1mm gauge, 10 meters of that. Beading thread, monofilament and elastic will add to that, and also we're going to give you 98 pieces of your silver plated copper findings. That includes of course all of the different types of decorative clasps, all of the essentials like head pins and eye pins, beautiful new shepherd hooks that you're getting, and some really glorious such solid chain as well, all for one price tag. Your russet and autumn jewelry kit, including a double strand of garnet for just $17.95. And again, I mean, you see so much potential from this combination, so many different levels. And of course we're literally probably about 3 or 4 days away from it being the autumn equinox, where we're heading into, you know, the back end of the year, where you've got those autumnal qualities coming into the fashion, coming into your jewelry inspiration. And you know, I often think that much of our jewelry, and often on the Wall of Fame, you see people being inspired by different autumn or different seasonal developments. Nature is an inspiration, isn't it?
And all the time. And it's reflected here.
Totally.
Completely and utterly.
Absolute. And of course, $17.95 is all you pay. If you do want to join us, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com. A tremendous opportunity. It's your russet and autumn jewelry kit, $17.95. Say that again. I tell you what, I reckon everything in that little section there, the tanzanite, the zircon, we had that beautiful topaz, and there, that morganite, looks like those are all going to be sellouts. If you see it and you want it, buy it today. Don't hold off. This is the day to buy. $17.95 is all you pay for that fantastic kit, including a double strand of garnet. So let's get to the Wall of Fame. Well, this is a bit awkward. Awkward.
Yes.
We have a Wall of Fame thief. We literally have a Wall of Fame thief. They were definitely there,
But they're not now.
and now they're not.
Aha, somebody's coming to the rescue, the cavalry.
Tom is going, I'm not sure, but for some reason, they're here.
Sure if they're right.
Thank
They
you.
look different to the early ones,
No,
don't
that's
they?
definitely, and it's the numbers as well.
Okay.
That's fine, fine, fine. Bless you, Tom. Our little treasure hunter there. Number 11, let's have a look. Hi, you crazy lot. This is Elaine in a dry but very cold Renfrewshire in Scotland. She says, please find my first attempt at the goddess bracelet using beautiful tiger's eye and your fantastic silk cord. It's not up to Mark's standards, but would welcome any feedback. I would like to try the goddess bracelet with jump rings, but can't remember Mark's advice on the sizing of the beads to jump ring. And my daughter has deleted the show recording. If Mark could repeat this advice on another show, I would ensure I write it down this time just in case I have any future accidents. I watch all the shows and when I come home from work, brackets, I record the show and watch them as soon as I come home. I find your shows and products, gemstones, findings, threads, materials very addictive. I may have to go to rehab, but I said no, no, no. Thanks to your DVDs, Mark and Debbie, I have completed some macrame and chainmail pieces to take along to the church Christmas fair in November. Oh, fabulous. I also hope to make some wirings, aka Gemma Crow. Keep up the great shows, bargains that I cannot resist. Good luck to everyone in this week's draw. And that's Elaine. Well, Elaine, bless you. And we're doing the Strictly show on Tuesday. I'll make sure that I'll ask that question about the jump rings to Mark about the goddess bracelet, and I'll give you the answer. So you need to definitely record Tuesday's show, and that is for the Strictly show, which I have to just drop in at the moment. Sorry.
That's right.
But the Strictly show, we were discussing yesterday, if you like macrame, you're not going to be bored at this show.
Ha ha ha.
If you like macrame, you're not going to be bored of this show. Bored. Bored. that was, and everybody's gone, what is she on about? Watch Tuesday and you'll understand.
You're pleased with that little bit,
I'm
aren't you?
really proud of myself.
Look on her face. Can I get on with this
Yeah,
one? Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Back to the Wall of Fame.
This is number 9, and this is from Tracy and Shuberiness. Hi all at JM, here is my entry to the Wall of Fame. It's a memory wire bracelet made up of black onyx, clear quartz and amethyst chips and nuggets, all from JM. Hope it makes it. Keep all the great bargains coming our way, Tracy.
And that is gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. I have for you Sandra. Let's have a look. Sandra says, hope you like my entry for the Wall of Fame. I love to watch Jewellery Maker. You are all lovely and always happy, which makes your programme so enjoyable. Do you know what? The only reason we're so happy is because we're getting paid for talking and just doing what we like. So it's hardly a chore. Imagine walking in, oh no, I have to talk and just do something really I like. No, it is a great job. Just don't tell them, because obviously, you know, let's not tell the bosses too much. Keep up the good work, and that's Sandra. Well, Sandra, tell you what, if we keep up the good work, then please, so you indeed need to, because that is incredible. Beautiful, beautiful result. Gorgeous look. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
This is number 10, and it says, hi all at JM, here's my latest entry for the Wall of Fame. It's a copper wire cuff bracelet with carnelian, phrenite, goldstone and freshwater clotted pearl. All stones except the goldstone are from JM. And that is from Jackie.
Nice one, Jackie. I've got Leanne in Poole in Dorset. Made this kumihimo with some cord from JM at the request of a friend in Help the Heroes colours. Oh, great. Like that one, Leanne. Beautiful look. Very, very nice finish as well. Congratulations, and lucky friend as well, number 8. Right then, we've got lots and lots still to look forward to for the rest of the show. We've got a couple of demos. We're going to go into the Angelina fibres.
Yes.
We're also going to do the...
we're going to do the fusible film.
Fusible film,
We might
that's
do the
right.
two things together. We can do the two things together.
Well, the Angelina film and the fusible film.
Because they fuse together.
Come on, let's start after the break. If you're wondering how to get involved in the Wall of Fame, this is how.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
Just to let you know, just want to make sure I clarify something. We do, the Wall of Fame there, the numbers were a little bit out. They weren't quite right. So just to highlight that you are still being entered into the Wall of Fame, but they might be under a different number. I just don't want it to be any confusion along the way. But we will always rectify that, make sure that we've got it right. But just to let you know, you're definitely into the draw. It's just that we're sorting it right now with the numbers so that they're actually not repeated, because there's a couple of numbers repeated there. So I just want to clarify that. You know, it's always best to be transparent on those things, isn't it? Right then, let's get on to your Angelina fibres. Now, when you first look at these, you go, oh, they're nice for little decoration, for the boxes or for Christmas and things, but actually, what you don't know is they are here to do so much more.
Yes.
And I think for a lot of people it's quite overwhelming, because you go, well, what do I do? Where do I start? But once you start to investigate, it's quite amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
The extraordinary thing is that many of our guest designers have had some great inspiration. You may have remember Debbie created just one of these into a present, a gift wrap.
Yes, yes.
Which is amazing, really. You know, all you need to do is just open it out, just literally give it a little bit of a pull.
We'll do some.
And you're going to do it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We'll
So you can see how well it is. But you're going to get all of these packs, so you're going to get all 5 of the Angelina fibres, all 5 of these for one price tag. Now the price should be almost £13. The price you're actually going to pay is less than a tenner. £9.95 for all 5 there. So, you know, we're talking there £2 each. Yeah, just less than £2 for each pack. And if you went to your craft shops right now, I don't think you'd get that price tag. Certainly to not my researching, I don't think you get them for £2.
No, don't think so at all. Those are actually the Crystallina ones. The Angelina ones are finer.
Ah, okay, sorry, beg your pardon.
Yeah, no, I just noticed on the thick screen it says Crystallina, and that is right, they are Crystallina.
Yeah, because they're the thicker, aren't they?
Yes, the Angelina fibres are finer.
You can, so beg your pardon, my apologies. It's your Crystallina fusible fibres. These are just, there are, I think actually you might get both in this pack.
I think
no, these are all the Crystallinas, actually. They are all the Crystallina. There you go there. So you've got all 5 packs. And the only difference between the Angelina and the Crystallina is the thickness of the actual
yes, and on
bits.
some of the Crystallina they have a slightly wiggly cut. It's obvious there, whereas
you can see that.
with this it's just a straight cut.
Okay, so that's the difference.
Yes.
Perfect, thank you for that. I appreciate that a lot. So you've got 5 packs, less than £2 each. So you're going to show us how to work with these, yeah?
We'll do that, and then we'll do it with some fusible film as well.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so I'm just going to take out, if anybody's ever made felt, then they'll know what it is to lay down the fibres for felt making. So I'm just going to tease out a little bit, and depending on the purpose that you're going to be making this for, you use more or less.
Okay.
You can mix your fibres, so these ones are actually thinner, even though they are Crystallina fibres, they're narrower than those ones. So,
and you can mix all the varieties, can't you?
You can mix all the varieties.
And you're just layering.
Yes. What we might also do is we're going to use a little bit of the gilding flake on here as well.
Ooh.
Sprinkle a bit of that in. It won't stick to the fibres. It needs another layer on top, but it is really nice when it's in there. See how much you get in these pots. It's such a lot.
Look at it. It literally just pops
explodes.
out.
Yeah. Oh, That was a huge lump. Oh goodness. Okay, right.
Cool.
Okay, this is going to be so much it explodes. That's a bit too much in one spot. Okay, we'll put a bit more on the top. So for the purpose of today, I want mine reasonably thick. When I'm doing this with friendly plastic, I need it to be thin because I'm going to ooze through it, so I need lots of holes.
The interesting thing is that you've just used that section and it looks like you've hardly touched it at all. You know,
yes.
Not a lot will go a long way.
Yes, it goes forever and ever. Okay, so now I'm just going to put another piece of paper on top. I often use baking parchment, but I couldn't find my baking parchment at home before I came out. And I hope this iron is hot enough. Okay, so I've set this iron. Oh, I don't want steam. No steam. Set this iron. It's usually about just above the wool setting.
Oh right, so you don't want it that hot then?
You don't want it that hot.
Oh my goodness me, you just did it once over.
Yep. And I can see that it's not quite fused in all places, so that was once.
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't want to heat it too much because you can make the colours go really dull.
Okay.
So it is just a really quick over.
I honestly thought it was going to take, a few minutes. Look at that.
And then you have a sheet, and it's full of all the little bits of the
wow.
flake. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, everybody's just like, it's like a bonfire.
It is amazing, and of course it requires you to move it to get all the colours because it changes, because they're all iridescent. So that's fantastic. Just beautiful. The sheet is lovely, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, that's just amazing.
The key thing is not to iron it for too long, just until it's fused, because you iron it for too long, and I'm talking maybe another 10 seconds or more, and you can find that it goes to a grey, dull thing. So you lose all your sparkle and shine. But isn't that lovely? You can put the Stella Flash in there as well, because it's all the Stella Flash is the same family as the Angelina and the fusible film.
It's actually really smooth as well.
Yeah.
It just. So once you've got that, you could cut it into any shape. You could put it into any of your clear.
We're going to use some. But what I want to do is just show you what it's like with a fusible film.
Right.
So this is a piece from the fusible film.
Okay, and the fusible film is available in the starter pack. No, the early bird. Early bird this morning came with all of the different films, didn't it? So you got, and actually you did get some of the Angelina fibres as well with those. So you got the Angelina fibres and you got the fusible film as part of that early bird offer. I might go back on that later on. I just need to put that a little bit further up on there.
Yes.
For the camera.
I'm just going to sprinkle some of that on there. This is the Stella Flash, which is really a bit like chopped up bits of the fusible film.
Okay.
But again, because I'm using the gilding flake in there, I just want to make sure I've got enough to seal it in. And then we use the paper again.
So this is doing exactly what you've just done, but this time with the fusible film underneath.
Yes. In the pack you get so much fusible film. It will last you forever.
Okay.
Really will. Unless you're really enthusiastic and do loads. I'm just going to turn it over because we've got a reasonable thick layer. So I'll just do it once more. When I'm doing it with for friendly plastic, the fibres take only seconds because it's just such a thin piece.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so here we go. We have it again. You see the colours on that. Ooh.
Too cool for school, that mind.
Okay, and you've got, and you can see it from the reverse.
It's just like two-sided.
It is, and it's fused to the fusible film. That won't come away now. And when we heat it and put it with the jewel enamels, it'll change colour, and you'll see even more colours. It'll be fantastic. So that's what we can do next.
Go, go, go!
But I'm going to turn the iron off and stick it underneath, if I may, because I'm.
That's
not
just
that
too cool for school. So you've just seen the fusible film.
Excuse me a second.
Now then, if I just show you here, you're getting 5 packs. 5 packs, let me just hold them like so. They're going to go matching perfectly if you've just got the the crystallina fibres. If you've just got those, they're actually going to match perfectly. For example, if I took that blue and then took that blue, you see how they are a matching combination. So if you wanted to get that match, or if I took the, let's go for that one. Can you see this lovely, it's almost like pearlescent quality to this one. Okay, watch that. I'll put that alongside it. They match perfectly, don't they? So if you're going to do that, if you're going to do the double layering, like we've just done here, if you're going to double layer with the of course the foil, and then on top of that you're going to add the Angelina or the Crystallina,
yes.
Then actually it's quite nice to think that you could do them as matching to get texture. They'd look lovely together,
but
wouldn't
interestingly, because particularly the Crystallina, it throws the colour hugely. It throws the light. It'll pick up on all the light surroundings, so it won't necessarily look like it's exactly matching what's underneath it.
That's quite nice though. It's lovely. That's probably the nicest part about it.
It gives it real sparkle.
Yeah, exactly. So you should be paying for all 5 of these, 5 packs, you should be paying almost £30. 13, beg your pardon, almost £13 for all 5. Actually, okay, £9.95.
Wow.
£9.95 for all 5. And now we know how to do it.
Yes.
Yep. You really are.
It's so
the world's
easy.
your oyster.
You know, you can just take the little bits and snip them up and put them into your melting pot. Just take a bunch and just snip it up, and you get all this lovely sparkly bit.
And could I do that with the fusible foil
yes,
as well?
You can. The fusible film is. On previous shows, I've shown you how to use the fusible film to get things like that look like fairy wings. They're just gorgeous, and you just put it on the top of black jewel enamels and drag it out, and the colours pop. They sing. It's fantastic.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Can I show you the next bit before?
I need that one as well. Yes.
Just because while that's nice and warm.
Yes, please.
What I'm going to do is I've got the heart mould. And I'm just going to pour in some diamond clear.
So this is just the plain diamond clear?
Yes. Just going to pour that in there. Doing it in a very cat-handed way here. Oh, you can see I've got a little bit of red left on my spatula, so there's some red in there.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Not for this purpose. Okay. And then I'm just going to put this on the top. And then what I want is something I can press down with a bit to fuse it on. And it's stuck. I don't want to tip it because I don't want the jewel enamels to run in there.
You can actually start to see the light.
Yes,
just as the light's
there's
cold.
a sort of a little indentation in the middle where you can see it's actually stuck, and that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Because we're going to cut it out in just a second.
Right.
And perhaps leave a little edge because the fibres and the film together look beautiful. So we'll leave a little edge, but it just take a moment to do that. I'm going to lift it off the surface so that it has a chance to cool.
So just to highlight that you have got the films here available for $9.95. So we've done the Crystallina fibres 5-pack for $9.95, and we're matching that with the fusible films for again $9.95. So you've got all of these for opportunity, and it feels like there's a lot going on here, which can do some incredible.
Yes.
I mean, if you wanted to do your own amazing, even if it was just something as simple as make your own wrapping paper for Christmas.
Oh yes.
You know, that's going to be a lot of wrapping paper and a lot of detail, and it's just going to be incredible, isn't it?
You can use paper punches as well, you know, to punch shapes out of this, and it looks fantastic if you're making cards. So it's a great thing with kids, you know. Nice. Because you can iron it, and then they can go and punch and make cards out of them or whatever. But the shapes look really good when they're embedded into polymer clay or to friendly plastic as well. They're just sort of natural companions.
Oh yeah.
So it's very good. It's still just a little soft in there. I don't want to take it out. If you feel that, Vicki, you can still feel it's a bit warm.
Oh yes, it is.
To take out.
Okay.
Because the heat isn't being allowed to dissipate because it's got this film surface on it.
Of course, so it just takes a little bit longer than normal. You can actually start to see the iridescence.
Yep.
It's actually highlighting the iridescence.
It does, because the heat of the jewel enamels makes that happen. It changes the colour a little. And that's what's so exciting. If you see on, there's that one there, and there's another couple of necklaces behind you that have got, that's got the jewel enamels in there, with the fusible film in there, and it's got the black background.
So is that fusible foil in there?
Yes.
Is it?
Fusible film in there, yeah.
Film?
Yes.
Why do I keep on saying foil?
I don't know, because there's transfer foils. So that's why I've used the word,
myself mixed up.
But it looks like dichroic glass.
How did you do that? Did you black base and then put the film in and then added in
You have to do it the other way around because it's in a mould.
So clear
foil. If you put the fusible film in, and then I sort of push it in, and then I sprinkle black on the top, and then heat it with a heat gun. I sprinkle the jet black jewel enamels on top.
Yeah, I know exactly how you've done it.
Okay,
brilliant.
So that comes out in there. Oh, look, I've got a big air bubble. That would have to be, well, it'd either have to be part of it, or it will just need to be reheated.
No, I was just going to say, now could you, once you've got that attached, can you Would you or not?
You would lose the sparkle of the fusible film.
Right.
You would. So you just have to accept that that's there. And then, of course, if we heat polish it, I'm just going to hold that down with my scissors a second so it doesn't blow. And this is the magic, though, when this happens. And it just becomes glossy all over. Oh, we're all glossy.
And that's worked amazing.
It is fantastic. Oop, pick that up. And you can see it's just now got the shine. You can see the air bubble. I think I must have been gardening because my fingers are manky. I'm just looking at that on the camera and I think, oh, goodness. Don't look at my fingers. Look at the piece I've just made.
That's amazing.
But it's
no disrespect, I wasn't looking at your fingers at all.
Just when they're magnified by the camera and you see all the little manky bits around the edges. Okay. But I've left the fibres just hanging off the edge so that you've got a little edge there, which would look really nice on top of something. I mean, it looks good on set against, yes, or well, onto a card if you want to, because it's lightweight. So it's really pretty, really simple way of using your fibres.
But I could do a little drill hole through there and have it as a pendant, though, couldn't I?
Oh yeah, you could. If you're going to do that, you need to do it fairly promptly.
Go on then.
I'm just going to roll this up a second because I don't want to pierce my mat. When you make a hole in your
hardened
part, yes, you need to do it while it's still a bit soft.
Ah, yes.
Otherwise, it will shatter. So there you go. Then you've got a hole. And so take that out.
And then you're good to go.
Yep, you're good to go.
Perfect. Right, let's do a bit of quick recapping. Let's do some quick recapping because we've got some deals that we've done that we want to make sure everybody's got. I just need to recap on these. We had, first of all, there we go. First of all, our deal on the 5-pot of enamel, and this is your combination of your ruby red, your light copper, your deep gold, your pink, and your citrine, and you've got this lovely mix of colours. Now, ordinarily, and when I say ordinarily, that's still a great price tag of £20. We then, of course, in the sale on our website right now, it's £13.75, and now, just for today, and I mean literally just for today, £10 only. All 5. That's working out £2 a pot. And I don't know any other hobby or any other technique that can actually be so effective.
No, or affordable at this point in time.
No.
That gives you such a lovely look for so little amount of money.
Oh yeah, cost effective was what I was thinking. You know, visually effective, obviously, but actually cost effective.
Yes, extremely
100%.
cost effective. Yes.
Especially £2 a pot there, £10 you're paying. Your spicy shades, quite nice for autumn and winter, do you think?
Yeah, oh, they're beautiful because you just need sometimes a little bit of the complementary colour, a little contrast to zing up something that's the majority of the colour. So I think I would use them all the time, to be honest.
Now, some of the colours that we've got in this gorgeous
they're fantastic.
would actually go really nicely with this next bundle, wouldn't it? Because the colours are quite iridescent, almost mermaidic.
Yes.
That's a word.
Know what you mean.
Yeah, we know what you mean. You're talking rubbish, but we know what you mean.
This is Vicki speak.
I think that, well, there is actually, from pretty much the day one that I began about 10 years ago on our sister channel, one of the guys who I've worked with pretty much from day one is a guy called Dan, who's a producer, and he's computer buffing, and he has his own little file on his computer, and it's the Victionary.
Perfect.
And it's 10 years of my words that I've made up. Literally, whenever we work together, he adds to it. And he often does a little kind of a poll against all of the crew. How quickly within the time that we work together will I make the first word up?
Yes.
You know, they do a little a little bit of a bet. It's nice, isn't it? But you can really see how those gorgeous crystallina fibres will really complement against, so you can see those blues and iridescent colours will really complement this pot. Now, much smaller quantity available on this this pot combination, so if you do like these, you'll have to be fairly quick to get it. It's your cooling shades, 5 jewel enamel jars, 30 grams each, and yours for the taking for just £10 again. Let's remind ourselves, should be 20 on our website. We're in a clearance on our web at the moment, so therefore we've taken those to £13.75, but just for our live show only, within this offer, £10. Of course, when I say live show, that will extend till 9 o'clock Friday morning. I mean, within this show right now, the price is £10. Outside of this show, so at 9 o'clock Friday morning, the price will go back up. The price will definitely go back up. £10 is all you pay. Exclusive deal for today only. Okay, yours for the taking there. Just to recap one more, just to remind you, heat mat as well, still available. Your heat mat available if you want to join us. This is something that, as we've seen over and over and over and over and over again today, that Liz really utilises and makes the most of all the time. Yep. And as I say, it was something that I hesitated on buying when I first made the purchase of the, you know, because you're buying the pot and things like that. They go, do I really need that? Yes. Yeah. Price slash offer for today is just £7.95. So that's a price slash deal, and it's 500 by 400 millimetre mat, so it's a good size mat. It really is a good size, yes. It's going to protect a large surface, and again, for me, from my experiences, that's pretty important actually, just to have that surface area.
Because I spread out everywhere.
Do you?
Yes,
you don't, do you, Liz? And we just Tom, let's just show. Does Liz really spread out? Does she? Mark Smith will be having messing with his head this time, messing with his head.
Was he neat and tidy?
Oh, is he ever?
Oh dear,
oh,
no.
Is he ever?
That's completely the opposite.
You literally are the yin and yang of Jewellery Maker, you two. Okay, where are we going to next? Let's go. Oh, of course, we're back onto the stand, aren't we? Our £10 stand. That was hard. I was thinking I was saying strand or stand. £10 or less stand. Yes, everything I've taken from tanzanite to zircon to topaz today, and now your black spinel have gone less than £10. It's your black spinel, these faceted beauties. These really are quite sensational. These are your rice beads that are going to dazzle and delight. Evening wear, oh, perfected. But then, of course, the nicest thing about wearing faceted gemstones like this, day wear to evening wear, versatility is what it's all about. Glamorous, yes, but sophisticated jewellery could be worn any day, any hour of the day, and that's what you're getting here. Real, true, sophisticated quality of beauty. Black spinel is a gemstone that has an extraordinary quality about it. The same refractive qualities to that of a diamond, and also the same cubic structure as a diamond. What that therefore means is that all of the beauty that we all esteem in a diamond, you will see replicated in this gem as well. So it's very, very popular stone. Anybody who loves the idea of owning a black diamond or working with black diamonds, but of course you've got to remind ourselves that we just don't have that kind of facility to give you black diamonds in this size, this shape, anywhere near this type of opportunity in black diamond. This has the same cubic structure, the same refractive index, the same intensity of luster. It's got the same saturation of colour. If you're going to work with any gemstone that you want to have the same qualities as a black diamond, this is your gemstone, and you've got the chance to own it as an 85 carat strand for just $8.95. The gemstones that have all of the beauty and all of the quality that you could associate to that of a diamond for $8.95. And of course the two things just don't normally tally. They don't normally match together, do they? $8.95. It's your strand of distinction. It's a strand of distinction. I've just said that and then gone, but that's a strand of distinction at $8.95. Oh yes, not surprising. We've got queues on those lines again. The phones have been busy all day, and they continue to be on deals like this one. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Join us at www.jewellerymaker.com. Brand new strand, brand new opportunity, and an absolute beauty for your collection. You gotta love gemstones like this. You gotta get them home and just really take the chance to appreciate Mother Nature's extraordinary ability to offer beauty and dynamic and luxury in one gemstone, and that's what you've got there. And everything you would associate to a diamond, you have got to associate to this gemstone, because going to the facts about it, same cubic structure, same refractive index, same intense colour, same luster refraction, all of those build up to being effectively the beauty of a diamond, and yours for £8.95. And I certainly 100% could not give you black diamonds in an 85 carat strand for £8.95. Definitely not. In the meantime, let's do our little early bird offer. Let's just remind ourselves, I just love this. Now, we've got stock available on this one, so if you are interested and maybe you tuned in too late to find out our early bird deal was, this is it. It is our fantastic storage bag, of which we have had many a demand, many a request to bring to you. So you are going to get here not just a storage bag, because of course we're trying to do you mega deals. Now then, on a normal day, just for the enamel alone, you'd be paying £24, and as we highlighted, and actually normal day pricing is already exceptionally competitive, and you've got the chance to get this, well, they would be probably around, well, let's not talk about elsewhere, let's just talk about us. £24 you should be handing over for just those pots. And we're adding in for you now, these are your Angelina fibres. So we've had the Crystallina, we've got Angelina fibres in this pack. You will get some of your fusible films, and to add it, and these are some of the more iridescent fusible films, and we are adding in as well your Jewel Enamel DVD. So this is the mega pack. This is the pack that really brings it all together. This is the perfect way to really be inspired from the day and make the most of what we've got. And we're going to really make the most for you right now, because if we actually wanted to charge the full price on these, well, you would be paying for this pack over £40. Over £40. But today you've got the full combination from the storage bag, the enamel, the film, the Angelina, and on top of that the DVD. One price tag of just £27.95. So yours for the taking, £27.95. And actually that means that you buy all of those bits, all of the enamel bits, and we're giving you the storage bag for free. I've only just worked that out. It's taken me to the very end of the show to work out that we're basically giving you the bag for free. £27.95 means that you're getting the bag for free. Confused face. Very confused face. Congratulations, you got that. It's taken me literally 4 hours to work that one out. It's hard being me with these kind of math skills. I really should have tried on. Harder in Mr. Rome's class. Bless him. £27.95, and I know that you'll have been inspired today. I have no hesitation that today is it's a day where you're probably gonna walk away and go, what's just happened? 4 hours where the senses have been assaulted by incredible opportunities of jewellery making potential, and that jewellery making has gone from beautiful centerpieces for perhaps wrapping to all the way through to centerpieces and masks and fried plastic, and then we've got the enamel, and then we've got Christmas decorations. You've had a great day, I've had a great day, and it's all thanks to Liz. Liz, you are an inspiration, 100% inspiration, and we love having you. Truly adore having your company. And hopefully have your company this evening, because I've got plenty more deals coming your way on the Late Show tonight from 5. See you later. Bye.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new